That's Azaka's. I just left her there in case I need to open her sheet quickly. So yeah, she's pulled out for my purposes in case she wants to navigate or something. So yes, the morning of day 4. Right? Yep, this is day 4. Bright and early morning. Y'all were attacked just before dawn, but you managed to get the rest of your sleep in. There's a light rain today, and unless you want to do anything else, you can continue down the river.
I'll do my usual cast good berries and give one to each party member and Azaka, and keep whatever's left.
Oh, thank you.
Insect repellent.
Oh yeah, I needed to look up something which requires the book, which I left upstairs. Nope, it's right here. That's what happens when you try to read Tomb of Annihilation before bed. It's really heavy and it falls on your face.
Better that than the monster manual.
My daughter used to do that when she was little. She had my when 5th edition came out, she asked if she could have my 3.5 monster manual, and I was like, sure, you knock yourself out. So she used to read it every night before bed and scare herself. And I was like, maybe don't do that. And she's like, no, I love it. He has so many eyes.
Although better to scare you at night with my dear.
But yeah, that for a long time, the 3.5 monster manual was her favorite thing to read before bed. This is when she was like, I don't know, 3 or 4.
That's awesome.
She still is just obsessed with beholders. She thinks they're the best thing ever. And they are the best thing ever, you know? I'm not going to disagree with her there.
But they are pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, okay, here we go. Dehydration. Right, oh yeah, I meant to mention that about anyone wearing heavy armor. Let's see. If you are wearing heavy armor and you don't drink enough water, you have disadvantage to make your saving throw against exhaustion from dehydration. And if you travel at fast pace, you'll get a -5 penalty on your saving throw against dehydration. But if you're drinking enough water, then you're good. So far you have been. And a light rain, yeah. You did fill your rain catchers last night, because it was raining heavily last night.
And so wearing medium armor is okay?
Yep. I think so. Let's see.
Cool.
Oh, no, sorry. Medium armor, same thing. Medium heavy armor or heavy clothing. So if you're wearing your cold weather gear, you got a problem.
But as long as we get our water, it's still okay.
Right.
Okay.
Beasts also need to drink water, and
We ain't got none of those.
right. Okay, and that's something else. Okay. So everything is fine. Right, so you're just gonna go down the river. Let's just see how well your guide guides you. What's happening? Okay, so I'm going to do random encounters a little differently, because I'm going to do them the way I like doing them. So everybody roll a d12. Okay.
If it's easier for you guys, instead of putting in roll space, 1 die 12 or die 12 or whatever, you can just put in 2 brackets, D12, brackets again, and then roll
So it's a pretty uneventful day. Rash notices some quippers following you all for a little while in the river, but you quickly leave them behind. And Rigsby, I think it was Rigsby. No, it wasn't. It was Fultgrim. Oh no, it was Rigsby who notices it though. Nope, it's not. It's Fultgrim again. Because Fultgrim is the only one of you paying any kind of attention. And he notices a tabaxi hunter who is standing on an outcropping overlooking the river, just watching you float past. And you make it uneventfully to the evening. What are y'all doing for food and water today?
Flies. Gonna float down the stream, and as they come near,
Well, we all have a good berry, so I'm going to eat my good berry for food. And I will cast Create Water.
That's right, you did have a create water too, so everybody is fine. You're full. You have delicious fresh water without bugs in it or throat leeches. Azaka finds you a nice place to camp, and everybody can roll a d12 again.
Just arrow up in your chat, and it'll do the same thing you just did.
Another little square brackets.
We rolled terribly tonight. We're going to get dead.
I'm learning so much about Roll20 right now.
Okay.
Ooh, a 1. I don't like rolling that way.
Oh, wait, where did I put... Oh, there's where I put your watches. Okay. So it is during the third watch with Maka and Rash. Oops, that's the wrong one. Anyway. Oh, wait, no, it's not. That doesn't make sense, so we're not doing that one. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, so Maka and Rash, you are not surprised because you hear them coming before you see them. There are 7 ghouls approaching your camp, slavering and stomping through the undergrowth, led by a ghast.
well, that's the sound I make.
If I hear them coming, do I have time to telepathically alert everyone?
I don't think telepathically alerting them is going to wake them up. That's, they would just kind of like incorporate that into their dream. Where is... But you do each have time to wake up one person, I think, as you see them approaching. Where are my random encounters? Hey, guys. Wait, it's at the front, isn't it? Yep. Okay, that's why I can never find it.
I wake up Azaka.
Ghoul and Ghast both begin with G. Why are they not on here? EFGHI. Okay, fine. This random encounter token page is being more trouble than it's worth. So far it has not helped me. And now Roll20 is going to do that fun thing where it doesn't pull out character tokens for me.
Do you need to,
What was that?
do you need to restart it?
I might. The problem is, when it does this, what I have to do is clear my exit out of the game, clear my cache, restart Chrome, and then restart Roll20, and then it might work. Or not. Or it might just bug out again. It has been super fun. I've been very pleased with them. Creatures and monsters. Let's try this. Are you in here? Ghoul. Alright. Okay. See if it's actually look. Okay, good. That's actually linked to a character sheet, and this one is also linked to a character sheet. Good. How many did I say there were? I said there were 7 ghouls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to make them coming from the south. Not that close. Hang on, I'm just spreading them out here. So they are basically full speed, trampling through the jungle. You have awoken Azaka. Everybody can roll initiative.
I quickly bounce up into the trees.
Oh, right. The bad guy should probably roll initiative too. That's a thing.
If they don't want to go, that's okay.
And Rigsby would be going first, except he is sleeping. So Azaka is going to go instead. And she is going to be very surprised.
Are we missing Rosencrantz tonight?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
He's going to be out the next 2 weeks. This week and next week. Do I have a token that shows what happens? Probably begin with a W, huh? There it is. Boop. Suddenly, Azaka is replaced with a... You see her shift and turn into a big furry tiger humanoid. And she'll move up to try to scare the scary monsters. The ghast is going to try to eat her face. Oh. Yep, starts its turn. Okay. Is this right? Huh.
Man, druids get to to shape change as a bonus action. Well, at least moon druids do.
Yeah.
The tiger didn't.
My druid doesn't. Nope. She's probably a land druid. Gar.
I will cast Hunter's Mark on the ghast, and then I will back up a bit and shoot at it with my bow.
Oh wait, you're asleep. Never mind.
Then
You
I
won't do
won't do that.
anything.
Can I wake up?
You can actually. So can Rigsby and you can both make perception checks to see if you wake up this turn.
Remember, I did my little froggy scream.
Oh, that's true. Okay, you can make a perception check. It's very easy. Let's see how heavily you are sleeping. Rigsby wakes up, so he's going to spend this turn waking up. Gar is waking up, and your ears are shattered. And now it's Rash's turn.
Alright, trees and foliage around.
Oh yeah, it's the jungle.
I use my 25 standing leap to get into a sniping position in one of the trees, ghouls, and take a shot at one.
Okay.
I'm preferencing the ghast because it's next to Maka.
Okay, an 11 will not hit.
That is a shame. Well, I will go into hiding. Or maybe I won't.
You
I'm
hide
not
behind
sure.
some leaves, but you're jumping up and down and screaming, and I don't think they don't think you're hiding from them. Fultgrim, you are probably waking up this turn. Make a perception check. Oh yeah, you're waking up this turn. It is the ghouls' turn, so they are going to move forward. How fast do ghouls move? They move 30.
Is that a big tiger, or is that a tiger in her armor?
Yeah, it's a tiger dressed in Azaka's clothes, and uh, fighting the undead. And let's see, how far can this guy get? 10, 20. Oh, good. He can get to there, and he can get to there. Perfect.
So not a shapeshift, but a were tiger?
Maybe.
Their tiger.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Look at those rolls.
Yeah, there.
The
She's
first one, at least.
standing in the middle of it, and they're just slashing away at it, but they just can't seem to get through her. She's just shaking it all off.
The 20 on the first one didn't hit.
Doesn't seem to be bothering her. No, you can't really see from where you are. You're still kind of wiping the sleep out of your eyes. But let's see. These are going after Gar. So Gar's waking up and being slashed.
I think Gar's getting dead.
So I will give you standing up on your last turn, because that seems to be a thing that you would do, struggling to your feet. But let's see. Oops. Get out of the way so I can see Gar's AC. It's 16. So that misses. That one hits for 17 slashing. That one hits for another 8. So that is a total of 25. And you need to make 2 DC 10 con saves.
Okie dokie. Here's number 1. And
Okay.
number 2.
No problem. Your muscles feel a little bit stiff, but you were just asleep. That's probably all that was. Maka. Oh yeah, you get to see if you wake up. Oh wait, why is Sorsha...
No, Mako was up with me.
Yeah,
Mako was on.
Oh, that's right. Mako was watching. It's Sorsha's turn, though. Sorry. I don't know how you got out of order, but...
Oh, these things just happen.
Yeah.
So I get to make a perception check, I take it.
Yes. Let's see if you're awake. Oh, yeah. Super awake. 2 of you have crit on your hearing the frog scream.
That's very handy. Okay, so I'm obviously going to grab at least a shield and get up.
Yeah. And it'll be Maka's turn. Well, that's pretty much it, yeah. Waking up and standing up, that's what you can do.
Yeah.
Well, I see that my companion Gar is a little beleaguered, so I will cast Hex on the northernmost ghoul, and then I will Eldritch Blast it. And I will not hit.
No, sadly. A little more nimble than it. Okay. So let's see. His strength is hexed. And it will be Rigsby's turn. You're fully awake. You see Guard dying.
And I will healing kit him.
Gar suddenly
So-
feels much better.
Get 20 plus your level,
Oh, thank you.
and then I will move back to where I was before.
That brings me to full. Thank you.
Azaka is going to try to... there we go. Okay, I see the last one was wrong. That's cool. 1, 2. Oh, good job, Azaka. 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 8 is 19. So you see her, you see this tiger just ripping into the ghast and shredding it. Unfortunately, it's undead, so it doesn't really mind that its guts are hanging out. And it's its turn. Oh, and she started her turn, so she needs to make a con save. Which she makes with no problem, because she's good at that.
Totally fine.
She'll warn you that it smells really bad, and to stay away from it. And it's going to try to claw her. Oh gosh, man, nobody. It just crits all around. Um, okay, so she'll make a con save. Indeed, crits all around. So yeah, that's fine. So yeah, it's slashing at her, and it just seems to be like, sliding down her fur. Doesn't seem to be doing anything to her. And it's Gar's turn. Don't forget to put your healing on there.
I did, thank you.
Oh,
I'm going to
okay.
disengage.
Your bar didn't go
Still
up.
shows you it's 3 hit points.
Okay, sorry, I didn't
Uh,
do that.
there you go.
There. All right, I'm going to disengage and move away, like, just to get a better angle on my arrows. That's all, I'm sure. I think about there. And then bonus action, all Hunter's Mark.
Okay, we'll make Hunter's Mark yellow since Hex is orange today.
And he's got an arrow coming at him, I hope.
Yeah, he sure does. Okay. Yep, that just sucks to be him. 14 damage.
And had that one been healed?
It had not.
Okay.
Now it has, yeah. The tiger has been going after the ghast.
That's what I thought. That's my turn then.
Okay, Rash.
Help out with the gas, or try to. So here we go. $14.
That will just manage to pierce it.
Oh, that's good. And I don't know if. Oh, come on.
Well, that was the sneak attack damage too, right? So you still have the shortbow damage.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think that's
yeah.
just the actual hitting it damage. There we go. Okay, 7 plus 6 is 13,
If
and
it can be poisoned.
it doesn't seem to be bothered by your poison. Maybe it shook it off.
That's a shame.
Maybe it's undead. Fulgrim.
Maybe. And back into the leafy canopy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see if you're
That's
hidden
much
this time.
better.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Gosh, there's all kinds of fancy stuff here.
Please no, it's my yellow aura.
DM, I just realized that I took 2 actions on my last turn, so the one with the yellow dot is Hunter's Marked, but I shouldn't have had an attack on it.
Oh, okay.
A Hunter's Mark is a bonus action.
Yeah, but I disengaged at first.
Yeah, I
Oh,
forgot
okay.
about the disengage. Let's see, so I think he's just there. Okay, so he's fine. Let's see, Fulgrim, yes, turning. Okay, they all have advantage, and they are making wisdom saves. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these guys. Oops. Let me just close their character sheet so I can't actually roll them. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's see, DC 13. So
2 runners.
he made it. He made it. He is turned. He's turned. And
Please notice some of those are dazed.
made it.
Please
Made
do
it. Made
not
it.
hurt those that are dazed.
So, let's see. Oh, and this guy, the ghast, also needs to make a save to see what he does. He's gonna make it. So 2 of them turn away from you and look like they're trying to run. Oh, and indeed, it's their turn, so they're gonna do that now. So this one's gonna run away. 10, 20. So it's running 30, 40, 50, 60. It's going off the map. This one is going to try to run away. It's going to get a swipe from Azaka when it leaves. Whoop. Oh, wait. You said not to hit it. She's going to listen to you. So it's just going to leave. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So it's running away. And it will be Sorsha's turn. Oh, wait. No, the rest of the ghouls get to go. They don't.
Okay.
No, they get to go. They don't.
That's okay.
We don't
I
want
can
those
wait.
5 doing anything.
No,
They
you
were
don't,
stunned.
but they're going to anyway. In fact, these 2 are going to try to eat Sorsha. And by eat, I mean slash. 1, 2. I think that's 1 slash for you, depending on what armor you're wearing.
changed her into shield, so she'll be
Oh.
at AC 17.
Okay, so you're fine. And these three are gonna go after Azaka. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they had advantage on their save. They are bolstered by the presence of their ghastly friend. What is her AC? Oh, dear. Oh, wait.
Yeah, probably not much in kitty cat form.
Yeah, so... Oh, yeah, but doesn't bother her too much. That one hits.
It's probably not silver weapons.
Let's just see. Yeah.
Or magical.
Now it's Sorce's turn, as the ghouls are completely ineffective at their jobs. You also can see, as you're up close to them, and Gar saw this too, they do have blue triangles tattooed on their foreheads.
That's that
Good.
Yuan T dude symbol. Kashmishi, or whatever his name was.
Well, so Sasha is going to one with the red dot on it, because she doesn't know what the red dot is. And we'll do 9 damage to that.
Okay. It is hexed, is what the... It looks weaker than the other ghoul.
But Sasha doesn't
Yeah.
know what that's for, so... And...
So you give it a good solid poke.
With a bonus action just yet. And then yes, I can still drop something, so I drop my rapier.
Okay.
I just want my hand free in case I need to cast a shield spell.
And then it's Maka's turn.
You can drop it as no action.
Okay, I will.
That's right.
Eldritch Blast, the one that is hexed.
Very nice shot.
Okay, let's see. This one was hexed down here, and now it is hurt. Oh wait, hex is necrotic. Yeah, it doesn't really look like your hex is bothering it. But the Eldritch Blast definitely gave it a bit of a smack.
Well, good to know, and then I will take a couple of steps.
And it'll be Rigsby's turn.
Everyone keeps running away. And I will guiding bolt the ghast, I guess.
Yeah, Zaka's like, hey, don't mind me here. I'm just killing all these things for you. Well, until you do that, that brings him down.
And I are done.
Just take him off. Then it's Azaka's turn, and she will get to claw all these guys. 12 hits, and so does a 25. 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 7 is 21, and she will bring down this one. It'll be Gar's turn.
I'll move my hunter's mark to that one there.
Okay.
And shoot at it.
Boop.
Does 15 hit?
Yes. Hits handily.
And had that one been hit before?
It had not.
Okay, that's it then. 10 damage.
Rash.
I'm going to combine fire with my ranger friend down there and see if we can take down this ghast effectively. Ooh, crit.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I had hidden before.
Oh yeah. What was your hide?
19.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You were totally hidden from it.
So that and sneaky.
Yeah. That will finish it.
And I am the knight.
Very good. Fulgrim. Let's see. Okay, they no longer have advantage. 1, 2, 3. So it looks like one of them is scared and running away. So this one over here by Azaka is starting to run away.
Please do not hurt the dazed ones.
And it'll be their turn. So it's going to run away. She will listen to your advice and let it run. These two, though, are going to try to slash Sorsha. 1, 2. Failing horribly, it'll be Sorsha's turn.
Okay, and this is where we pick up the rapier and attack again. And miss completely.
Maka.
And then drop the rapier so I've got a free hand.
You can do that before you cast shield.
Well, I'll just,
Yeah, I could just wait.
just try and blast the one that I've been hitting.
Okay. Let's see, 6. No, 1. There we go.
I'm just a little disappointed that my hex didn't work.
It looks tiny bit hurt. Rigsby.
I'll Sacred Flame the northernmost one.
Okay, Sacred Flame is a dex save.
Nope, I'm done.
And it'll just stand there. Yeah, it's fine. So Azaka will come leaping up. Oops. There we go. First claw, second claw will hit for 8 slashing, and it needs to make a strength save, which it makes, so nothing happens on that. It's just hurt. And it's Gar's turn.
Move my hex to this guy here that just got hit.
Okay.
You mean your hunter's mark?
Yeah, what did I say?
Hex.
Okay.
4,
Well,
4,
he's getting
8,
close enough
and
for fate.
9. He is very badly hurt. Doesn't seem to slow him down, though.
And I'll move a little bit just to get better angles.
And it's Rash's turn. Hiding in a tree. There's 2 hurt ghouls.
What is the 4 wing?
How high I'm up?
Ah.
I leapt into the trees. Because that is kind of how they fight. They jump from tree to tree and shoot at you.
And it is your turn, Rash.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take down the, or try to, the one that he just shot. 13.
Which one? The south one or the north one?
South.
South. Okay. Yes, 13 hits.
Okie dokie.
And 8 will finish him.
And once again, Ninja Vanish.
Okay.
13.
And Fulgrim. Sacred Flame is a dex save. Wow, that's a dexterous undead. He's going to prove it by clawing at Sorsha. Missing again. Just scraping his claws down your shield over and over again.
Yep. Not going to need the shield spell this time.
And it is Sorsha's turn.
Being a 12.
12 will hit. And
Excellent.
you run it through very neatly without damaging it any more than necessary. It falls to the ground, dead.
We should prepare for those other ones to come back.
Yeah. Actually, Azaka goes running off into the jungle and comes back about, 90 seconds later, covered in blood and gore. Transforms back into a person, cleans herself off, does not say anything to the rest of you, and goes back to sleep.
I just
I go back to sleep too.
eye her like a frog would.
I'll go back to sleep too.
Go back to watch.
I'll rest.
I thought that I said, Rash, ooh, you're getting our money's worth, apparently.
Right, yeah, you can talk to me. Rash just looks at you and gives a nod of his head as he sits down and kind of tries to find like a puddle or something to get comfortable in while he watches. We keep the skin moist and hydrated.
We'll search the corpses.
They didn't
See
have
if
anything
there's
on them. They well, they got those blue triangles tattooed on their foreheads, and that's it. They look like they've been dead quite a while.
And that was the mark of that guy?
Yep.
Something,
Rosnisi. Yep, him. Rasagul? No, wait. Uh, Rasalich?
Rastafari.
Uh, what was I looking up? Something very... Oh, yes! It is now day 5, which is dawning. We'll see what the weather is today. Oh, gosh. It is raining hard today. Could be worse. It has been worse in the past.
Nice day for a rash.
Not happy.
Yeah, it's hard to see very far. Let's see how you do going down the river.
We're only moving 2 hexes a day, right?
Yeah. Unless you all want to change that. That's what you're doing so far.
Nah, they decided they weren't going to save that lady. That's why they wanted to go slow. So I guess I will change my mind. I wanted to go fast, so did
Oops, ghoul. Why is that giving me ghoul?
Well, I think I was happy to go fast when we thought it was possible to save her.
Well, our characters might still think it's possible.
Yeah.
This is gonna make me so angry. It has overwritten Azaka's character sheet, hasn't it?
Damn it.
I am furious at Roll20 right now. Like, do you know how many hundreds of dollars I've spent on their product? Like, so many. So many.
Did you drag and drop it on top of
No, and that's what this... And they won't believe me that this is a bug that is happening. But if you drag out a token, sometimes it will just overwrite a character sheet that's already on there. You don't have that character sheet open. You're not dragging it onto that token. It will just overwrite it. And they're like, no, that's not happening. And I'm like, well, it is.
I've never had that problem.
It's just started, and it's apparently it's not. It's other people. It's not just me, but it's not very many people. I think it might have something to do with the fact that we have lower end computers, and people with decent rigs are not getting it. Because it does seem to be some kind of like laggy thing. Let me just see if I can open her character sheet a different way, because I'm gonna be real mad if it's lost.
It's a special feature for platinum level subscribers.
Yeah. Let's see. She is a named
I
NPC.
have the same level as like Catherine.
Yep, she's a ghoul now. Great.
Oh crap!
So Azaka actually got turned into a ghoul. It really sucks to be the rest of you guys.
We'll feed her Fulcrum.
Okay, fine. I own the book at least, so at least I can look it up.
Well, I'm gonna go to one of my rooms and transfer you on in.
Oh yeah, if you could bring me a new Azaka, that'd be fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate that.
See what I can dig up.
Let me delete this one. Azaka Stormfang, which is too bad because I like her a lot.
I actually
Let me
own
delete
one
this
of
one.
these things, so I should be able to get them.
Yeah, and it's especially a bummer because I really do like this. Like the way they've set up this this book is really good. Like it's much better. You know, like the other ones have been good, but this is even better. Like all the stuff that they added in. You know, I want to be happy with it, but I'm so mad at these bugs. I can't be happy. Oh wait.
It's a Zaka storm thing?
Yeah. We'll just say that she guides you just fine.
Yep, there she is. Here you go.
Cool, thank you. Let's see.
Catherine Mador's Tomb of Annihilation, right?
Yep. So,
Or is it? That's Tomb of Annihilation. See it.
yeah, yep.
Incoming.
Which is funny because I play with 2 other people who call themselves DMCM, and I'm like, no, that's me. I'm sorry, you're wrong.
Alright, you should have a new token.
Excellent, thank you.
No prob.
How close are you? Let's see, go 1, 2. It's hard to do hexes along this river. Okay, cool. It is downpour, so you don't see anything, but wait, did I put you on the map page? I did. You see it. Okay, cool. Azaka suggests that you, after you camp for the tonight, that you approach Firefinger. That you're, you know, she knows where you are. She says that you're very close. And she recommends that you approach by land, not on the river. Uh, right now, the rain is covering your approach, but the the terrafolk are jerks and they fly and they can see things very clearly on the river.
I ask her in Chultan, like, where are the Outlanders going?
Weirdly, she doesn't speak Chilton.
Bro! Okay. I asked my turtle friend, who apparently is another person who speaks my language.
Oh, I just speak to you in your mind.
Crash is a little freaked out, but at least he's got somebody to talk to.
What was your question, my friend?
Rash kind of questions like, where are we going?
We are going to a place called Firefinger to fight some terrafolk. Have you encountered them before?
Catherine, you want me to give me a roll to see if I have?
I'm gonna say you have. Grungalungadungadung is pretty close to where the terrafolk hunt. Like, you would have met them.
I kind of nod my head and say they swoop down and they drop people from heights. Why we stay in trees a lot so they can't see us, and we blend in.
We will try and approach them and be hidden and take them by surprise.
Yes, be very quiet, be very stealthy. Terrafolk have good eyes.
There we go. Put that on the map layer. So that X is Firefinger. It's not far from here. Again, as she said, it's probably about 10 miles that you'll have to walk in the morning. Speaking of which, everybody roll me 2d12s.
Some of us already rolled the first one.
Yes.
Man, I wish I could double 12 on damage rolls.
Oh, heck and heck.
I think she wanted them separate, maybe?
It's fine. I can see when they're separate. I mean, it's fine. Now I lost count though. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool.
Everybody rolled high except me on my first one.
Oh yeah, and that too. Okay, so that's exciting. All right. So the first thing that happens as you're still going down the river, and I again forgot to get you a river map. I was like, oh yeah, I need to do that. Didn't. Let's see. So Azaka was in the front boat. I think Rash was in the front boat with her. Luckily, I don't think anyone. Nope, nobody is going to be surprised by this. You've noticed a bunch of. It's rain. Like I said, it's raining really hard. It's really hard to see anything. Oh yeah, Rosencrantz is not here. Fulcrum can put himself on the boat.
And Guildenstern is dead.
Yes. But you start noticing some logs floating down the river with you. And since you've all read books before, you know that those aren't logs.
Crocodile.
They are, in fact, 2 crocodiles, and you're not surprised by them.
I don't know, are we sure they're not alligators? Wink wink, Saffron.
Definitely crocodiles.
Let's check their snout structure.
Arr, arr.
From behind.
Usually when I'm running from them, I don't have time to look up their nose.
Yeah, they're,
Maybe you smile at them and see what happens.
They swim faster than we're rowing.
Yes, you notice the logs are catching up to you, which should not happen in a river situation. It could be like there used to be a nature center down behind where I would work, where I worked. So I'd go out at lunchtime and go walk through the nature center, and I saw this snake, and I was like, wow, that looks like a copperhead. I'm sure it's not a copperhead, but I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look up. And they're like, oh yeah, it's one that looks like it. You could tell because their nostril pits are like in a different position right under their eyes. I'm like, I'm gonna get that close to a snake to see if its nostril pits are here or here. No, thank you. It was not though. It was a water snake. And it is Rash's turn.
I don't think I can hide in the
You cannot hide in the boat, no.
Hmm. That is a problem for me. Although, I'm gonna take a shot at that one. Take that, you purse.
I think your poison might work this time, though.
Yeah. Sorry, which one was it? The left one or the right one?
Right one.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
right-handed, so I'm going for my right hand.
A 19
Also,
hits, and
con save.
let's see. Con save for him. Boop.
Oh,
Oh. You hear him gagging.
So much for that legendary gator or crocodile fortitude.
Let's see. 9 plus 3 is 12.
It's a croc.
Yep.
Yep, killer croc. We just need a batarang to get rid of it.
And it's Fulgrim's turn. Sacred Flame on the crocodile. Dex save. Can't do that either, apparently. He's looking pretty badly beat up. Rigsby.
I will Sacred Flame the same right one.
Okay. Sacred Flame, another dex save. That one he's going to dodge out of the way.
The good damage when he's saved on. I'm done.
Maka.
I will allow strange powers to manifest and send strange sounds at the crocodile on the left and cast dissonant whispers.
Oh boy. Well, he is not scared, but he will take 5 psychic damage as you seem to have hurt his little crocodile eardrums. Or brain pan, or something.
It was worth a shot.
Gar.
I'll shoot at the one on the right.
Okay. The one
Does
on
a
the
13
right.
hit it?
It does. They're pretty heavily armored, but they're also really big and slow, so killing it is not
Sweet.
difficult. It's no longer catching up to the boat, and it's Sorce's turn.
Alright. Well, I like the taste of crocodile, but I like cooked crocodile more, so I shall firebolt the one that's there.
Okay. It is hurt, but not dead. Oops.
That's a start.
And it's going to get a turn, so it's going to come up to Rigsby and bite its face. Bite his face. No, it's going to...
Bit its own face.
Yes, apparently that is what it's going to do. Its jaws are going to... But it misjudges as the canoe slips out of its way and it bites on just water.
One of those other animals that would have crit and killed Tatiana.
Rash.
Oh, right. I can go. Well, I have something devious in mind for this.
Yeah,
So-
that will definitely hit it, and that will
7.
finish it. It will slip into the water.
I'm gonna grab it before it slips off.
No, it's kind of like it's like I don't want to use my poison because we're gonna eat that fucker.
That's why I grabbed it.
Okay, well the crocodile is, cooks up okay. It's really dry and chewy, but full of protein. You know, you feel it's nice after a diet of good berries.
Tastes like chicken.
There's, your butchery is not fantastic. It looks pretty mangled when you're done, but you get enough edible pieces off of it that everyone gets a few meals out of it, a couple meals.
And the new pair of boots.
There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, crocodile kebabs. Yum. Oh yeah, now I meant to look up the other thing that was happening.
The sun
As long as
explodes
it
and we
wasn't
all die.
happening at the same time.
It is not. No, it's you travel the rest of the day uneventfully. It's wet. Azaka tells you, let's camp here. We'll take on Stormfang. In the morning, we'll sneak up on it. And then you all will go get my family heirloom for me, and we can carry on to where you guys want to go. Sorry, I'm trying to look this up in the book because the roll 21 is not telling me what I want to know. I'm sure I can look it up there somewhere too, but I don't know where it is. Begins with a letter that's around here in the alphabet. There it is. So it will be just before dawn. Oh, right. We're going to see what the weather is like today. Of day 6. Oh, still downpour. So actually you don't see anything. Never mind. Nothing happens. You get a nice long rest in.
Terrafolk probably can't see us.
Yeah, actually, yeah, so Azaka tells you that this weather is exactly what you wanted, because you will be able to sneak up on Firefinger.
They can't see us if we can't see them.
And they only look from the sky, so they'll be so high up that they will have no idea that you're coming. It'll be easy for you to sneak up on them.
Okay. In that case, I'll be a bit happier about it.
Do we need to roll for sleeping, or was that our second roll?
That was. That's when the nothing happened. As far
okay.
as you know.
Dum dum dum.
Let's see. Firefinger. There it is.
I just watched the Croods again yesterday. The belt every time.
I've never seen it.
Dun dun dun.
But we do that, when I read to my kids at night, read a chapter a night or whatever, and literally after every one, we have to end the chapter with dun dun dun. Let's see. Let's see what the lighting looks like on this map and what I can show you. Oh, okay, perfect. So I can put you on this ticket. So, you're actually pretty far away because of the rain. You can't see very well. Oh, right, and I have to move your ribbon so you can see what I'm telling you.
Are we sneaking? Do we need a stealth roll group thing?
You can if you want, sure. If that's how you would like to approach.
I would like to not be seen.
Yeah, go for it. Azaka will sneak with you.
Not a flaming tower.
I'm just warning you, this is not my strong suit.
Why is her character sheet not opening?
On that.
Lady.
Gar has heavy armor, I guess.
Yep, scale mill.
Rashes like the wind.
We might be able to pull you two up so far. Maybe not anymore.
There we go.
Azaka gets to pull us all up, though.
Actually, everyone will have advantage on their stealth check. So if you have disadvantage, it's a straight roll on this one.
Well, that helps.
Because
that helps since everybody rolled better on their first roll.
Yeah, the downpour is covering your approach. In fact, I want to see how far your vision
I really
is.
don't like the look of this tower.
Oh no, it looks great.
Oh yeah.
You love it.
Fit for people who can fly.
Yes.
Super sneaky for a change.
Weather. Here we go. Downpour. Visibility is limited to 50 yards. That's 150 feet. Only huge or larger objects. Oh yeah, so you can totally see this, which is actually pretty impressive because the rain is so heavy you can't see more than 150 feet, but you can see this like 300-foot tower rising out of the jungle, topped with some kind of magical flame that this just torrent of rain isn't even putting out. There we go. So she tells you that, today is the day to attack. You made a stealth check. It was great. And you make it to the base unseen. Ooh.
That second ladder on the outside doesn't look all that great.
Well, none of them are.
What, the broken one?
Yeah, the broken one.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's stairs inside.
There's not. Anyway. Sorry. So, 300-foot tall, spire of rock, flaming beacon. You see some small caves dotted in the sheer walls of this tower. There's a few ladders, which, as you can see, are not the sturdiest looking things that you've ever seen. Yeah, let's see. Yes, you made it to the base undetected as far as you know, and the first thing you see is the broken body of an elf lying in the mud. His limbs are broken, his ribcage is crushed, broken twigs and torn leaves kind of impaled through his body.
Let's search that real fast.
I'm hoping he's carrying a potion of spider climb.
Well, I think we're going to give our leaping Lanny Poffo friend the rope so he can jump up and drop the rope.
So, as
Stroke.
Rigsby is searching the body, you notice that this body, like, the clothes have been torn on it, not just from the fall, but, like, it looks like they were ripped before it fell. You know, some have leaves and twigs and some don't, some of the rips. You find nothing of value on the body.
I'm searching it, I'm investigating it to see what maybe have killed it.
Oh yeah, you would have needed an investigation of 1 to figure out what killed it, which is it was dropped from a great height. Um, body, or it fell from a great height. And I guess it wasn't really the falling that killed it; it was more the landing. Um, and
Doesn't stop him.
as everyone else is kind of looking around, waiting for Rigsby to complete his investigation and his autopsy, there, you find another body of a halfling, and then another body of a human, and another body of a human. Um, there's quite a few here. They're all crushed and mangled in the same, in similar ways.
I use my hand puppet motions to pantomime a guy way high, falling and hitting the ground really hard.
Oh, that I understand.
I'm just hoping these people weren't all led here by our guide.
Eerie thought, that is. How much are the Petra folk paying her?
Let's see. So the first cave that you see is 60 feet up. There's a ladder leading to it.
60 feet, holy moly!
Yep. The second one is 160 feet above the ground. The third one is 240 feet above the ground, and the top of it is 300 feet above the ground. So, yeah, it's a tall tower. And Azaka's like, "All right, off you go. I'll keep things. I'll guard your rear here. I'll make sure that nothing sneaks up on you from down here."
Yeah,
I
why
kinda
are we
would
doing
prefer-
this again? I'm asking her. Why are we doing this again?
Because you didn't want to pay my guide fee?
Sure, but what is the purpose of us going in here?
Oh, to get
You
my
never said.
family heirloom back. She did. Well, she did say it was to get a family heirloom back. She never did tell you what it was. So she'll, she'll say, "Oh, it's a mask. It looks like a tiger. It's carved out of wood."
That checks out.
Okay. We're looking for a tiger thing. Okay.
I looked to Maka and asked, why are we here?
I think to get a family heirloom. Something tigery.
And I looked to the guide and looked to him. And point?
I'm
What?
sorry?
I'm pointing at the guide and kind of tilt my head as if to ask, hers?
Oh, yes, for her. And then she will work for us for free.
Oh, I understand free. Okay.
Well, who wants to climb up? We need to tie
Oh,
like 2 ropes together, maybe. I
That's a good idea.
volunteer that the turtle doesn't go first.
No.
I accept your volunteer, Louis.
Okay.
I guess I will climb up.
Okay. So Rigsby is going first. So I'm gonna just put your token there so I keep track. Make an athletics. No. Yes, athletics check. Athletics is climbing. Okay, you reach the top with no problem. Who would like to follow him?
Well, I'm going
Oh.
to give it a go.
Are you?
I'm not
Drop
that
the
good at
rope.
athletics.
We tied the rope together. I wanted to drop that down and kind of tie it off up here, just in case the ladder gives way
Okay.
for the turtle mostly.
Yeah. There's not really anything to tie it off onto, but you can hold it. You know, and you can like brace yourself, kind of thing, if you want to brace yourself on a wall.
I guess I can kind of do that. Not going to stop the turtle from falling with my little weight.
No, the turtle will pull you down, but if you can help me up, that's a good start.
So yeah,
Maybe
using
I should
the
go last.
using the ladder and the rope, you'll have advantage on this athletics check. So let's see, Sorsha's going next.
Yep. So I'm gonna
Ah.
have a lot of trouble.
And you kind of slip off the ladder a little bit, but you got the rope, and it catches you, so you're fine.
I'm going to whisper down
Okay.
some bardic inspiration to the turtle, just in case.
Who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay,
And
so
then
the
hopefully,
I at least have proficiency in athletics.
hopefully there's a. Yeah,
You
Okay,
broke up a lot, Kit.
shimmy on up.
okay, Rash again. Like the ladder. Apparently, Sorsha broke a couple of the rungs going up. Um,
I'll hold
but
on to that rope
the
and
rope
try to keep from streaming.
with the rope you have no problem.
Get up and kind of. I'm about to pat Rigsby and stop.
There's 3 of us up here to hold the rope at least now.
Yeah.
Maybe we can hold the turtle.
I'm always going to get a look around to make sure we aren't being stared at by anything whose home we're invading.
Well, we're not getting attacked yet. That's why I didn't want to go inside.
So well, I mean, you can peek in the door. It's empty. It's dark. Do Grung have dark vision? I don't think they do.
I don't think so.
well, Sorsha does, so I can look in.
Okay. So you peek in. It's dark inside. That doesn't seem used. Seems pretty empty. There's a big pit inside. Let's see. In fact, I will put Sorsha in the level 2 map so she can look around and tell everybody what she sees. Or level 1. Level 1 is what we're looking at here, 60 feet above the ground.
I will go ahead and attempt to climb.
Okay, go for it.
I will help the turtle friend with the rope.
Luckily, with all the help that you're getting, you make it up. You have pretty much smashed the ladder at this point. The ladder is now non-functional, but the rope is doing great for you guys.
I guess Gar will go next.
So, Sorsha, if you scooch over to the right a little bit, you can see your map. Okay, go for it. Athletics check for Gar again.
I see.
The rope or the ladder is useless. The rope makes it no problem. So just Fulgrim is left.
And there goes the guidance.
Oh yeah, and he's just like looking at you guys, and he uses the ladder. He doesn't even touch the rope. He just
went to gym class.
shimmies up what is left of the ladder, and you are all here.
Zach is not coming.
Nope, she's standing at the bottom. She's gonna make sure that nobody follows you.
Yeah.
That's the word.
She wants us to do this.
Did
sorry.
accept her subquest.
There we go. That's
Well, I
everybody.
said you should say you guys did. I died
Yeah.
getting here.
So yeah, this room empty, dry, quiet.
Yeah, there's darkness where my token is.
Where are you?
I was looking around the top. Swing around.
Oh, yeah.
It is completely dark in there still.
Do you have a light?
Uh,
see. Oh, you
yeah,
don't
I
have
can cast
sight
light
though.
on my shield.
Okay, and if you cast light on your shield, that's like, is that a
Yeah,
40
okay.
foot? I don't remember.
Produce light. Yeah, it's 40, 20. In the,
Yeah, okay.
listing for the token.
That's what I thought. Okay, and all players will see that light. So there you go.
What's up with the pit?
It's a big pit. It's 10 feet deep. Let's see. You don't see anything, but you can see across. Well, you can see that the cave continues across the other side of the pit.
Oh, how far is it?
I mean, what you can see is what you can see.
How deep is the pit?
Oh, how deep? 10 feet.
Well, I mean, how far across is the pit?
He wants to jump is 25 feet.
Oh yeah, you can jump with no problem. The distance across the pit is going to be 15 feet at the narrowest spot, so Grung, no
Boing.
problem. So yeah, from where you are, you can see a chimney leading upwards.
Right. Does it look like there's a fire or something going?
No, just
Something
like
that
a natural rock chimney, not like a man-made chimney.
Okay.
Like a lava tube.
Kind of did my exploration. I bounce back over, look to the turtle, and say, "Chimney up."
Oh, apparently there is a chimney up there that will lead up. Maybe it will be safer than going up the exterior wall.
Just kind of point to my eyes and then point to the turtle, reminding him that things was king vision.
Do the walls of this pit look scalable?
Yeah, it's actually plenty of handholds. Would be an easy check.
But I will go down.
Okay, you are stopped now. Everybody stop now and roll initiative, as Rigsby is surprised.
Okay.
And actually, everybody is surprised by this.
I think
Because
We jumped into a gelatinous cube, didn't we?
oh, I wish there are just not enough gelatinous cubes in anything. Like there just could never be enough. Sadly, no. It's just spiders that were nesting in the cracks in the walls, and they see Rigsby, and they are, yeah, going to attack now. Let's see. So, Rigsby, Rash, Maka, Sorsha, Gar. Wait, spiders. Did you not roll initiative? There you go. Let's try it again. There, spiders. Okay, so they are all going to come out and eat Rigsby. Nom 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 nom. They climb out of their skinny little cracks. Like, you don't even know how they squeezed in there.
Which bard's got the shield spell?
1, 2, 3, 4.
The 18 is a yes.
So 1 will hit you, and you'll just need to make a DC 11 con save.
You mean fail?
Yeah, that you could do.
So I'll take 11.
You will take 12 poison, plus 7 piercing.
Oh, I was looking at the bottom one, sorry.
Yeah, no, that one didn't hit you.
I'll take 19.
You wish that was the one that hits you. Yep. And that does not reduce you to 0, so you're still okay, but you're not, you're not happy about that. Sorsha and Gar are now no longer surprised as Rigsby's shouting, and it is his turn. He's surrounded by 4 wolf spiders. They're all on the bottom of the pit. Sorry, it's hard to fit them in here. There we go.
Oh, I'm done.
Okay.
Makes
Rash.
you feel better.
I'm going to shoot that morsel.
Okay.
So let's see.
Yeah, it does not look hard to shoot at all.
7,
Holtzgrim was not an initiative, so we'll stick you in there.
6.
Uh,
And let's see. Are they immune to poison?
I don't know. Let's see. Are they? Interestingly enough, they are not immune to poison. As you see, it kind of shudder and try to make its con save.
Now I am the master.
Okay, so let's see. That's 7 plus 6, which is 13, plus another 6. Yeah, so it just curls up, its little legs above it as it falls onto its back. Dead. Bleh.
Toad kills bugs dead.
Maka.
Alright, I have a question. I'm a 430-pound turtle. If I jump down on it, would that do anything?
It will only do a d6 of damage, because you're not jumping from that high, and that's just how fall damage works. Doesn't really...
Okay, well,
It's a great thought, though.
and then I'll just blast this one right here.
Okay. Yes, you will.
Oh,
You
it's
kinda
not.
blow the hairs off of one of its legs.
I'm sorry, Rigsby. I am trying.
Fultgrim.
I'll go for the one between Rigsby and Maka.
Okay. Let's see. A dex save for you, buddy. Boop. Oh, okay. So that one will take 3 radiant damage. So there's 2 slightly injured ones. Oh, and it's their turn. They are still focusing on Risby. They're going to eat him.
Nom, nom, nom,
1,
nom,
2,
nom, nom.
3. That last one will hit, and that's it. So 1 con save.
Yeah, it's lagging. I clicked it already.
Oh, okay.
I clicked it twice, so if it actually comes through the first one.
Eventually, oops, that's 100.
So I'll take 6.
Okay, so yeah, 6 piercing and no poison. Oh no, you take half damage on the so another 5, so total of 11.
So 11.
They're pretty happy. They click their little clickers together, and it is Sorcia's turn.
Okay. So Sosha will be blasting the one that's next to Maka.
Okay. It's actually on the
And give
ground.
it 12
Sadly, that doesn't make it through its exoskeleton.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case.
Just
Then I shall stand around.
scorches it a little bit, and it is unhurt, and it is Gar's turn.
I will shoot at that one.
Okay.
Is that the uninjured one?
No, that's the one that's a little hurt. One of the two that's a little hurt.
So it should be 9 total.
And in fact, you very tidily drop it to the ground. And it is Rigsby's turn.
That's my turn.
Now there's only 2 spiders trying to suck out your life juices.
I will block.
Dodge?
Yes, that one.
Okay. It's like a block. I don't know that ability. What is that from? Okay, Rash.
Going for the one I can see.
Okay. You can see the other one. It's just at the bottom of the pit. But sure. 22 will definitely hit. And 8 will hurt it very badly. Oh, and you get your sneak attack, and that will kill it. It doesn't need to make a save. It's too dead to be affected by poison.
Alright. I'll
Maka.
hop over here.
Oh, and I will look down at the one beneath me and try and blast that one.
Cannonball!
That will hit. And that will, in fact, blast it into a bunch of spiky spidery bits.
Ooh, that was fun.
And it is now quiet.
Anything in those little orifices they came out of?
Spider webs. Some sucked out desiccated carcasses. But anything of value?
200
No.
more spiders.
Yeah. Bunch of spider eggs.
Climb up to the north.
Okay, easily done. I'm not gonna.
Yes, now that they're dead, I shall quickly get across.
And you can see a chimney.
My light kind of going up the chimney a little bit.
It looks like it goes up farther than your light reaches.
Well, that's kind of good. I'm going to move my light away from... I'm just going to actually cancel my light spell.
Okay, so let's see. You are no longer lit. You do not emit light anymore.
I am very
So it looks like this up is the only way.
You can go back out and try that other ladder. It looked safe. Who would like to go first?
How high is the ceiling?
The ceiling, not very. Let's see. It doesn't say. And that is always the first thing people ask. You should always say how high the ceilings are. You
Well,
jerk.
we have to get to the ceiling to get to the chute.
Does anybody have climbing gear or pitons or anything like that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can climb up the wall to get to the chimney, so that'll just be part of your climb. It's, maybe a 10-foot ceiling, 8-foot ceiling, something like that.
Rope to somebody else so they can climb.
I take it and I bounce through the holes and start climbing.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Oh, dice.
I'm making a shushing noise
Oh,
as he's going up.
Gosh, that's impressive. So you will make it.
Yep.
Let's see.
He came down.
And
see
then
how that does.
that. So, oh wait. So you made it 50 feet up. So you will take hang on, 5d6, 19 damage as you come crashing down.
Yeah, if you're gonna fall early.
Okay, I try again.
I have pizza.
No!
To use them.
10 plus your level. Back with the healing kit.
So that's 13. So you feel not too bad.
wants to use the pitons I have, they can take them.
Yeah. I'll
If you
start
make it to
making-
the top, you can hammer in.
No, I go 10 feet Peyton, 10 feet Peyton, 10 feet
Oh, okay.
Peyton.
Yeah,
Okay.
But that might draw attention. Hammering in spikes in the walls. Probably loud.
I'd rather just get up safely.
Okay. That's fine.
There we go.
Oh yeah. So you manage to make it to the top. You hammer in pitons, so everybody else will be able to make it with pretty easily. You can just make one at a time. Make your athletics checks. Okay, Rigsby is up. My scroller is broken. Sorsha. Oh gosh,
Struggling here.
not a good day for you.
Could I try to grab Sorsha?
You could try to make a deck save, sure. If you make your deck save, she will take half of the 8. Not deck save. Oh, well, I guess it's probably the same for you. So yeah, unfortunately, you just get one hand under. It doesn't really slow her descent at all, and she will take 8 bludgeoning damage as she falls to the floor. Okay, Rigsby, ignore the fact that you're suddenly in the middle of nothing.
Woo!
My scroller is broken again, which is another fun roll 20 bug. Okay. Who wants to try next?
I want to
Oh.
have another shot.
Fulgrim went.
I'm
Hang
not
on.
dead yet.
Fulgrim shimmied up the rope. No problem. Go ahead, Sorsha.
That was
And
a 13.
this time, 13 is plenty. Starting to get a little crowded, so when Sorsha gets to the top, you can all roll initiative. As something has noticed your ascent.
This is
And
a good
now I roll terribly for initiative.
Oh, sorry.
time for that.
Okay, let's see. Descending. Rash, you can hear an angry buzzing from the east.
Well, knowing what I know about how those things attack, do they really want to touch me?
They're not that bright. They don't know what a grung is.
All I am is a potential blood source, so I'll peek my eye around the corner.
Yep, you see a bunch of things that look like that.
Yeah, technically I don't see anything because of the dynamic lighting.
So you should see. I don't have a light source set up.
Yeah, we have no light.
I have a bullseye lantern. I'm just have it attached to my belt.
Okay, let me.
I would have had to have it going up because I can't see in the dark.
Let's see. So you emit light. What's a bullseye lantern? Is it 40/20?
40/20. Yeah.
40/20.
Yeah. Okay. All players has sight. There you go. You should be able to see now.
Okay, I can see some buzzing things.
Yeah.
So I am going to at least pop an arrow at it. Sturges have like less midpoints than toilet paper. 13?
Sadly, you just miss it. It buzzes out of the way as you try to swat at it with the arrow. And it's their turn. Unless you want to
I'm
move.
going to bounce back and hide.
Okay. Meow.
Actually, the bullseye is 60-60
Oh.
in a cone in the direction he wants to point it at.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry about the cone. That is too much work.
But I mean,
Uh,
120 feet is pretty good.
Yeah. I'm going to assume he just swings it around. Yeah, I don't think you're stealthed. They know exactly where they are. They can smell your delicious blood. And in fact, this one is going to zip over here. This one's going to zoom on in to bother Rigsby. These guys, 1, 2, 3, are going to surround Fultgrim. Let's see, how many others can I fit in there? I could put another one on Rash.
These guys are tiny, right? 4 to a cube.
Yep. And I could put another on Fultgrim. They are pretty much, though, just going to nibble the first thing they see. So there's another one for Rigsby, and there's another one for Rash. So 3 of them are attacking the Grung. 4 of them are attacking Fultgrim. We'll start with Fultgrim, as 4 of them try to suck his blood. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, 2 of them are going to get you pretty good. So... Okay, Fultgrim, you will lose a total of 13 points of blood as 2 of them stab their proboscises into you and start sucking. Let's see, these... I think I said 3 were on Rigsby. Oops.
There's 2 were on me and 2 were on Rash, I think.
Wait, is that right? 1, 2... Oh, yeah, I'm counting 2 plus 2. No, there's another one. There's another on Rash. So there's 3 on Rash and 2 on Rigsby. 1, 2 for Rigsby. Neither of which can make it through your armor. And then... Let me just make a note so I can see I don't get confused with my rolls. 1, 2, 3. Attack the Grung, and they do pretty well.
Alright.
And then they die.
Probably.
Yeah. Poisonous skin.
So what happens with the poison skin?
They become poisoned.
Oh, okay. So it's just the poisoned condition.
Yep.
Alright, that's not too bad for them. So there's 2 Sturges stuck to you. They managed to suck out 11 points of your blood. Alright, so wait. This, I'm going to start marking the attached ones. This guy is attached. This guy's
Freaking hate Sturges.
attached. Yep. Should probably put a red on them for attached, right? Because they're sucking blood. That makes sense. Oops. Come on. This guy's attached. Eh. This guy's attached. This guy's attached. And this one. Oop, not Rash. Rash is not sucking his own blood. That would be weird. It's Rigsby's turn.
Well, he is kind of weird.
Well, I guess I can't brush the Sturges off of them since they're dying. So I've already used a healing kit on Rash this time, so I'll use a healing word on Rash. Actually, I'm standing now healing word. I have to use the bonus action. So that's for Rash, and then a healing kit on Fultgrim.
Okay.
9 plus your level, Fultgrim. And I am done.
Okay, Sorsha.
Well, I'm going to attack the closest
Okay.
one.
It's this one next to... Hold on, I'm going to put Rigsby in the back so I can see the...
Yes,
you
that's
do.
The one next to Rigsby. I certainly hope a 22 hits.
Spirit right through your rapier.
Then, as a bonus action, I shall second wind.
Okay. And then it's Gar's turn.
I'm
Oh.
going to try to get up the rope.
You're still at the bottom. Yep, so make an athletics check. Oh, but you have advantage because there's a rope. So
And
luckily
I have
that...
a D4.
Yeah, it's
uh,
fine. That'll do it.
okay.
But that will only get you... If you dash, you can get 60... or 30 feet up the rope because you're going half speed.
Yep, definitely will be dashing.
So you are a third of the way up the rope. And it is Fultgrim's turn. So you have a Sturge attached to you. 2 Sturges attached to you.
I'll do that on myself and then dodge.
Okay.
I healing kitted you, Fultgrim, for 9 plus your level.
Then I will do that.
Yeah,
Thank
that's what I thought. That's why I was
Okay.
reminding you.
Okay, then I'll
You can
be a
brush
little
one off.
proactive and I'll attack the one that seems most damage around me.
Oh, none of them are damaged. Pretty much, Sturges can't be damaged. They can be alive or they can be dead. They don't have much chance of being not one of those things.
But you can pull the one off.
But yeah, there's 2 stuck to you that are currently sucking your blood. So you smash
Yeah, you
one of
instead
them.
pulling it off. Yeah, bam.
You just slap your warhammer against your forehead, and it splatters the Sturge everywhere. But it's a very accurate hit. It does not get you in any way. It's kind of like, you know, when you break the cinder block on the guy's chest. Maka.
Well, I suppose I'll just be sitting here waiting for Gar to finish climbing.
Rash. There's only two sucking your blood. Okay, now there's only one sucking your blood.
And bonus action?
Okay, does a 10 hit it? I don't think so. Nope.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so
I'm
this
done.
one doesn't attack, it just automatically drains. 1d4 plus 3. 1d4 plus 3. Alright, so it will drain 6 points of blood from you, and then it will detach. It looks pretty bloated. This other one is going to try to have a little meal. It will miss. And then Rigsby's one is going to attack and miss, and Fulgrim's one is going to attack and hit. Yep. So 4 piercing damage, and then the other one, the one that is already attached to Fulgrim, 1d4 plus 3, will suck an additional 7. Ow. And he looks pretty full.
It's 11 total.
So, what was that? Oh, yeah, that one's letting go.
11 total.
Oh, 11 total, yes. And he is going to not be attached anymore. Bloop. And he is going to, yeah. Actually, so this one too is going to try to fly away. Rigsby, no, not Rigsby, Rash can get an AOP on it if he wants.
Stick my tongue out and nom it.
Sadly, you miss.
Damn it.
So then Fulgrim can get an AOP if he wants, as it continues flying away. And he also misses. It's all like, ha, I'm gonna go make some sturgy babies. This is gonna be great. This one then is going to get away with no AOP, because everybody's out of... Oh, no, it was close enough that Rigsby can take a swing at it if he wants. Sorry, I forgot that you could have.
Rigsby, do us proud.
Yeah, that's not going to happen with an open fist.
Oh. Yeah, you could kill a Sturge with an open fist. They are Sturges. You can swat them. Not with that, though, no.
I don't have an unarmed attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Set up in my attacks yet, but one I missed entirely.
Let's see. So everybody else has been... Oh, yeah. So this one is still flying in, though. So it's going to see Fulgrim, and it's going to try to bite him. Nyam. Can't get through his armor, so it's Rigsby's turn.
None are attached currently, right?
Right.
I will Sacred Flame the one next to me, one on top of me.
Yep. They're all either full or dead.
Come on, me. Didn't do anything.
Let's see. Nope.
But you didn't take any damage, damn it.
Not impressed with that. Sorsha.
Okay, I should just step back a little, put the Rapier of Fire at the one that's on Rigsby.
Okay.
And hopefully that will burn it.
Bzzzt. It's like a little bug zapper.
Poof.
Gar's turn.
I will continue climbing.
Okay, so now you're 60 feet up. You can see the top now. Yeah, you don't you just have to make one athletics check for the whole thing. You will successfully climb the rest of the rope. It's just how far you can get on a turn. Fulgrim.
I think we'll be able to knock them down before they have a turn. So I'm going to go for the one left bottom of me.
Okay. Yep, you smash it. And then it is Maka's turn.
So now may I start my climb?
Gar's only 60 feet up.
Yeah, Gar's 2/3 of the way up.
Okay.
It's
well,
90
then
feet up, so...
I am twiddling my turtle thumbs.
Do turtles have thumbs? Sure. Rash, you're up.
Stab at the one that tried to suck me. Good God.
It's like bzzzt, bzzzt. Gonna suck your blood now.
Oh, there's still one underneath him. I can kind of see the bottom corner of it.
Well, let's see if my bonus action
It
hits
should
it.
be on top of him. It's there. Can you see it now? Ah,
Yep.
Not at all. It's dead now, though.
well, yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter if you can see it or not, because yes, he skewers it on a sword.
I can see the X, but not the actual thing.
Sturgis.
And it's the Sturge's turn. So this last one is going to try one more time to bite Fultgrim. And just bzzzt, bonks its little proboscis against his armor. And it's Rigsby's turn.
No second planet.
Okay, one dex save for a Sturge. Come on, character sheet. Here we go.
Jeez.
They're pretty nimble. Sorsha.
Okay, well, I guess this still is the target.
Yeah.
That, I hope, will take it down.
Explosion of Sturge. Flaming Sturge in every direction.
Yep.
It's quiet now.
Welcome to the party, Gar.
Gar shows
Don't
up.
worry, guys, I'm here.
Maka can now attempt to climb the rope.
We saw some fly away this way, right?
Yes.
I had that
Oh.
inspiration earlier, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, it hasn't been 10 minutes.
It has not. It's been like
stop and rest. And
3 or 4. Yeah.
1d6, yes. I'm still low level.
Oh, and
Not enough.
just
Okay.
barely, you are inspired to get up the rope. Like, you try and you slip down and you try and you slip down, and Rigsby's words fill you with courage, and you make it up that rope. And you arrive at the top to find Sturge bits everywhere.
Alright, guys. I
Sounds
think
like I missed something.
maybe we should rest shortly.
Well, after we kill these Sturges.
So yeah, there are 2 bloated, ruddy-looking Sturges hanging from the ceiling here.
One.
And yes, it'll be easy enough to finish them off. Although, let's see. Not with a Sacred Flame, and not with that Sacred Flame either! It's all like, blip, blip, no. And then Maka blows it apart with an Eldritch Blast.
Anything in their cave?
Yes, there are things in their cave. Oops, but hang on a second, because I also want to give you experience points for those. And they are worth 25 each, and you killed 9 of them.
So it all adds up.
I mean, heck, you're already at more today than you were the whole session last week.
Not fast enough to save that lady back in town, though.
It's only been 5 days. You've still got 74 left. Let's see. Something is in this thing. What is in the Sturge's cave? As you come around here, you see... Oh, yes, a desiccated corpse with a glint of gold on it.
Not it.
Who would like to search the corpse?
I will.
Okay. Rigsby very easily relieves the corpse of its treasures. It has 15 gold pieces in a pouch, a gold and carnelian ring worth 60 gold pieces, 2 onyx figurines worth 50 gold pieces each, and I will show you a picture of what they look like. It should be under player handouts. And then under creatures and monsters. There it is. Oh, this is a dumb picture. But anyway, I'll show it to you anyway. So it looks like the little black figures in this picture. They've got kind of like
So it looks like a little elf.
white masks and crazy black hair carved
Oh,
into the
little
figurines.
things.
Yes.
Is that the little things that the screaming wind told us about?
Yes. Actually, you would recognize those. That does look like the description. So there's 2 little figurines of them. Alright, and I write down how much money you have found, because you found some money today.
Yay.
Finally.
15 plus 60 plus 100. Total of 175 gold pieces. That will be 25 each. You're rich. Otherwise, this cave is pretty empty. There's like some bones littered around, some other desiccated corpses of like some animals.
There's only 6 of us, so we get more. Yay!
Wait, 1, 2. Oh, yeah, I still have. Oh, that's right. I still have Rosencrantz on the thing, but he's not here. So let's put him at 0.
we
You
don't
get
want you to split.
29.16 each.
We don't want you to split the XP with him.
No, that either.
We're selfish like that.
Guys, do we want to take a short rest? I would like to take a short rest.
I wouldn't mind one. I need to get some like protein or some iron back in me.
Yes, no,
Uh,
everyone?
maybe snack on one of those tarantulas we left downstairs.
Alright,
Look,
sounds like
if
we're
the
going to take a
wounded
short
people
rest.
want to rest, we rest.
I'm going to give Sorsha a healing kit.
Okay, so yes, you will successfully rest in this cave, kind of lulled by the sound of the pouring rain outside. It's getting pretty windy up here too. You are 160 feet above the ground.
All right. Do we have any other people providing us light sources?
Oh,
Well,
Sasha can do a produce flame and just carry some light around.
Don't we need to go back outside now? Where it's
Well,
light?
that was kind of what I was thinking about. You know, we don't want to. I'm gonna like before I go outside, I'm gonna extinguish the bullseye lantern so the Petra folks. She mentioned them having really good vision, so we don't want to at least present a target.
Okay.
Okay, who would like
I'm
to
gonna
peek
kind of like
outside?
make a motion to Maka, my translator, and kind of like just like put out lights.
Oh yes, maybe we should put out our lights so that the Patera folk do not see us coming now that we are higher up. That is what the frog has suggested.
Did the chimney keep going up?
No.
Oh,
So the only way up is now the ladder.
can
Yes.
we reclaim our rope?
Yes.
Actually, no. I'll leave mine there so we can get back down.
Okay.
Now, the graphic looks like this ladder goes down.
It goes up.
Good.
Yeah. So this led. Oh, so right, the led. Okay, so there is a ladder directly out the door here. That the one does go down, if that's the one you're talking about.
That
Okay,
broken
so we
rusty
need to go
thing.
around the ledge to find another ladder.
Yes. So Rigsby, you walk out and you discover the winds are very high up here.
You broke off.
Oh, sorry.
Very high.
The winds are very high up here. You're having kind of a hard time staying on the ledge.
Should we rope each other together?
Yes, we
Perhaps
should.
we should.
Attach ourselves to that turtle.
Okay.
I am a big
The anchor
paperweight.
man.
So Maka is the
turtle-
anchor.
The turtle should stand at the chimney, so that if we start falling, he can fall the other way, and we'll have him.
And they'll jerk you all down the thing, and you'll all fall down the chimney.
That's fine. I do have Featherfall prepared. But I'm not using the spell slots on anything else today.
Okay.
Well then, I guess I will walk around outside.
Yep. Roll
But I
a.
can't see because you've got the dynamic lighting.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. And it should be lit outside. And I can't turn it on. I'm just gonna give you
Give me the
sight, I think.
Has sight again.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just gonna give you.
now that I'm outside.
There we go. So yeah, roll a d6 as you mosey across the ledge there.
For each hex? Or
No. Just 1d6.
I'm lagging, hold on. And my page crashed, so
Oh, of course it
it'll
did.
take me a
Yeah.
minute to Get back in.
I see that you've
You can
disappeared.
roll a 6 for me. That's fine.
Okay, let's see. 1d6. Okay. Yeah, you're clinging to the wall. No problem. I'm gonna move you over to the ladder also. So Sorsha, you're going next. You can also roll a d6.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's breezy up here, but it's not too bad. Your hair gets kind of messy.
That's okay. I can fix that.
And you can see there is a ladder clinging to the spire. Looks a little less bad than the other ladder, but not much less bad. And I feel like okay, yeah, there it is. Right, so who's gonna go next? Oh, Rash.
I'm
Roll a
going
d6.
next, but I have to get through the verbal diarrhea on Discord.
My Discord is
I
just...
wish they could make it so I don't have to click that shit.
Oh yeah, I just turn all the notification stuff off. Okay.
For
Yep. Windy but not unmanageable. You make it over to the ladder.
I'm going to use the pitons and rope provided to first secure myself so I don't go tumbling into the abyss.
Okay. Gar, D6 as you make your way across.
And if anybody can loan me some spare rope, I'll go up and drop one down.
Yep, no problem. And Fulgrim.
Car has 45 feet of rope.
45 feet?
Yeah, I had to cut some off a while back for something.
So anywhere there is more than 15 feet without piton, I'll piton myself.
Okay. Fulgrim also is unaffected by the wind. And finally, Maka.
Up I go.
Okay, so
Pulls us all off.
I'm also going to put a piton in right where I am right now, and then I'm going to, I guess, secure the end of the rope that I'm holding to that, and use that and the other pitons that I've put in to go along.
Okay. It should be pretty secure at this point, but go ahead and roll a d6.
Maybe get down on all fours and turtle walk.
Yeah, no problem. You don't have any problems.
Just
Oh, right. And Rash has sprung up the ladder also with no problems. Where is 3? 3 is down there. Okay, hang on. Let me move your token over to map number 3.
And lower some rope and fix it with a piton.
Yes, I would very much like some rope.
No problem, buddy.
And if there's any chance I can have guidance as well.
Oh, yes. Rigsby bounds up the stairs. He's not even waiting for the rope. So he and Rash are up here.
I see something already.
And, yeah, you do. Let's see, okay, guidance. Yep, so you're guidancing people as they go up, is that what's happening?
Sure.
Okay, oh.
And that is my
Now, with the rope, I have advantage.
You have advantage, yes. Yep. So yeah, you slip off the one of the ladder rungs breaks underneath your foot, but it doesn't bother you because you are holding onto a rope.
Alright, the moment people come up, I put my finger in front of my mouth to kind of indicate we need to be quiet. And you see Rash has gotten down into a characteristic like rogue stealth stance.
Okay, so let's see, who's going next up the rope? Or up the ladder.
Garwell.
Okay.
And was I guidanced? I think he said.
I think so, yeah. Everybody was getting guidance on the way up, so go ahead and roll a d4. And no matter what you make, you'll make it up because you just need to roll a 1 on that to successfully get up. Oops. Ignore where I just put you. That is totally not where you are. You don't see that. Close your eyes. There you go. Thank you. You're over there. Alright, who's next?
My Fulgrim friend.
Oh yeah. Fulgrim has no problem climbing the ladder. He just skips over the broken rungs. It's a very dexterous cleric. I guess it's strength, isn't it? And finally, Maka, surprisingly, nimbly, shimmies up the ladder and joins you all at the top of the ledge. And you're all squeezing in there. I'm not going to put you in the same squares. You're not actually hovering in air, but, you know. Can put Gar there, I guess.
Maka, you can fly like Gamera.
Yes.
I am the turtle on whose back the world lives.
The Discworld?
So you can hear some noises. You can. It's very like there's just gust of hot air pouring out of this. Like it's actually kind of uncomfortable, and smoke is kind of getting in your eyes, making them water a little bit. Some kind of very rough fire is burning in there. You hear voices and squawks. With a little bit of listening, you hear it's actually common, as if spoken through a bird beak.
Well, I rolled a 23 on stealth, but can I see that token that I'm seeing?
They're pretty big. So yeah, you kind of occasionally see a terrafolk moving through the smoky air.
Can I get
I
a
can't. Go ahead.
Can I get a feeling for how many there are?
Make a perception check.
Sure, I'd like to make a perception check.
I'm gonna tap the turtle shell and point to my head.
There's more than one. You're sure of that?
Okay, I hold up 2 fingers, and then kind of wiggle the other one and kind of flatten my hand just to say I don't know.
Yes.
Well, I see Sorcerer's already rolling initiative. I like this. Let's go for a surprise round.
I'm assuming we're going to get there.
Well, if everybody, everybody will need to make a stealth if you want a surprise round.
Well, I already made
Trying to
like
get
a
the
Yeah.
turtle to
3,
talk into my head, but
Rash did. Let's see what else. Maka is stomping around being a loud turtle. Gar is stomping around being a loud turtle. Sorsha is stomping. They're all. Yeah, okay, you're not getting a surprise round. They are alerted to your presence.
Oh, guys, really, you're cramping my style as I adjust my shades.
Let's see, we're
At
missing a
least,
couple of
slash on
initiatives.
Initiative.
Oh, Fulgrim, I need your initiative, and I think someone else's who's missing. Oh, there we go.
Just rolled it.
Okay, doop-a-doo, Rigsby gets to go first. He's not quiet. He's emulating the turtle dance. But you can hear sounds coming from here.
I will cast Bless on myself, Sorsha, Rash, and Gar. And that'll be
I will
my
mark myself.
Okay, and then it'll be Rash's turn.
That makes me feel like I'm particularly blessed. Yeah. Well, I guess I see the little cocking of the head, meaning I don't get my assassinate feature.
Sadly, no.
Nope. Nope.
They're standing there with their claws out, ready to scratch you.
So do I get advantage because of beings?
Yeah, I'll say that you do. Sure.
You're still acting before them,
Yeah.
so you still get advantage.
Yep.
Okay, I will go for that. So, no.
Yeah, that will certainly hit it.
Since I get an advantage, I will. Ooh, very nice.
And some. Yep,
Not
there we
so
go.
nice. And
Oh.
it's in your stream.
Let's see. This is he just manages to shake off the poison, so he is still alive. Wait, 9 plus 2 is 11. Yes, still alive.
I'm gonna bolt this way.
Okay.
Is the ground poison all or nothing, or is it like the spider poison?
It's kind
It's
of an
all or
thing.
nothing. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, you can squeeze past. Okay, so you have a choice. You can either move half speed through this square to squeeze around the corner without getting an AOP, or you can take an AOP.
That would get me there.
Yeah.
Do they have a bit? I'm mostly trying to make room for my friends because I'm pretty sure they don't want to get bounced off the side of the mountain.
No. Okay.
So yeah, I will.
You will not take the AOP and you move there. Okay.
I will. I am not built for AOPs.
Fulgrim.
Did I start the square I am, or?
You would actually be squeezing in one of those other squares that's actually on the ledge. I just didn't put everybody's tokens in there. So pick a ledge token, either one that somebody's in or the one that Rash was in, and you can start in that one.
He's on one right now, actually.
No,
He's my small legs won't allow me to get further.
Yeah.
So I'll try my luck with the melee.
You do see quite a bit of these guys.
Are they squeezed in there? As an advantage and disadvantage?
They are not. It's just a badly drawn cave.
So,
Are these squares supposed to be 10 feet? I wonder if these squares are supposed to be 10 feet.
they might be 20 feet.
One square equals 5 feet. No, one square equals 5 feet. Interesting. Yeah. But yeah, 5 still will not hit. And it will be Maka's turn.
I'll take a couple steps forward, and I will hex this one.
Okay. He's looking pretty bad.
Well, then I will just make him look worse, and then I will Eldritch Blast him.
And indeed, you will. And some
Okay.
hex. And with your hex, you stop his heart, and he falls. Bleh.
Okay, so
Stop
then
the heart.
I think I'm starting here. 10, 15, 20. I will move over here to clear a path.
Okay, and it's now their turn. Alright, he can come. Oh, no, no, that's a wall. It's interesting that they made this room too small for the people that are in it. Kind of sucks to be them. Alright. So this one is just going to come up to Fultgrim and start attacking him with a 1 bite and 2 claws. Oh gosh. Yeah, it is their day.
If it's too small, perhaps it's a disadvantage.
You know what? Yes, he would have to squeeze through that little hole, so he's trying to scratch you.
Just the one hit.
So you will just take that. No, not. Oh, yeah, the 18 will hit you. So 5 piercing. Nope, 4 slashing. Because the piercing and slashing are different. So you'll take 4 slashing damage, and you'll ignore that first one. And he's gonna block the way of his friends, who are gonna stand in this tiny smoky room and wonder why they picked such a small cave. Gar.
They must not be the smartest. I guess I can probably see that one from up here somewhere. Just barely.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, I'll cast a hunter's mark on it and try to hit it with my bow.
So it'll have 3/4 cover. Well, a 9 is still not going to do it, even if it didn't have any
+4,
cover.
right? For
Oh, for bless, yeah. But
One die
with the
for-
cover, it's still not gonna.
yeah, it's still
Yeah.
not gonna get there. Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's too much cave in the way, and it's Sorsha's turn.
Alright, so if I move up to there, I take it would have 3/4 cover.
Yes.
Alright, well, that's about the best I can get, so
So you'll just crit it. Well, that's fine. You could do that.
that's what it was going to take. And of course, I'm blessed, so I get to add a d4 to that.
It doesn't
But
matter. Yeah.
I'm not going to roll it.
It will just explode in a fire, burn to death.
Excellent.
It's the cave now fills. It's smoky, and it's filled with the smell of burning Terra flesh. And it's Rigsby's turn.
I will move to there and Sacred Flame the one on the bottom right that I can see.
Okay. Dex save for him. He'll just dodge it.
Oh, I'm done.
It's like, I haven't lived this long, you little whippersnapper. I ain't falling to that for that. Then it's Rash's turn.
Alright, did they have a passive perception of 13?
That's a good question. Do they? No.
Then they didn't see me.
You're hidden behind the wall.
So, we can do this as advantage. Yay!
Okay.
Big
Roll
plan.
some damage. Oh, which one were you hitting?
The one I can see.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure
Clearly
which
that
one you can see. Oh yeah, except I figured out I learned how to see from a player's perspective, and I keep forgetting that I can do that. Anyway, he's dead. He doesn't even have to make a roll against his poison because dead things are not affected by poison. And it's Fultgrim's turn.
Isn't that the truth?
And he will make a dex save. Yep, he will make a dex save. Maka.
Sacred Flames letting us down today.
Yeah.
Transfer my hex to this one, and I will blast him.
You know, the gods are really busy with this whole death curse thing. They don't really have time for your sacred flames. An Eldritch Blast, though, that's gonna hurt. And with the hex, oh yeah, he's up. Like one wing is severed, and he's holding it with his other claw, and he's going to reach out and try to kill Fultgrim a lot. So he is squeezing again, so all these are at disadvantage.
The gods might
I'm in
not
range
care,
too.
but Cthulhu does.
1,
Ooh.
2, 3, and they will all miss. And it will be Gar's turn.
I'll transfer my hunter's mark to that one that I can see and
Yep.
shoot him.
He still has a bunch of cover from you, because he's not actually sticking through the wall. And yeah, that's not going to do it.
So yeah, 11's still not gonna hit him if I
No.
maxed out 4. Okay. Well, gosh.
Sorsha.
Alright, once again, firing. It's got 3/4 cover. I can add a d4 to that, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, no. That one is not going to hit, even with the d4. Rigsby.
I'm gonna pull out my rapier and swing at it. But
Okay. So from
They
you,
all-
it's probably got like
they
half
both-
cover.
He squeezed, so they both
Oh.
had advantage against it too, didn't they?
That's right. I forgot he's still squeezing.
So
So the
he
short
was
bow will
destined to fire probably.
still miss, but actually the short bow with the bless would
the
hit.
bless,
Probably. Oh, well, if you're gonna roll that, yes, it will. And he realizes that there is actually an arrow sticking out of him, and he dies along with his elderly companions.
He suddenly realized, wait, I am dead.
Yes.
Pershing's turn.
Well, you're out of it. You're out of combat now.
So what's this bird fellow over here?
Yes. Give me just a second, because there were 4 of those. Oh, and I just looked at the number and I forgot it already. Good job.
7,000 each.
No, I think it was 100 is what they are. They are 200. See, there. You wanted me to look it up. I would have forgotten. Only giving you half your XP. Okay, so now there's a guy over here. He is a bird guy. Like an actual bird, not like a dinosaur type of flying dino. Yep. He is an Aarakocra, and he is tied up. His wrists and ankles are tied up with rope. There's rope wrapped around his beak, so he's just kind of going like, oh, oh, oh.
I'll unwrap the beak.
Oh, thank goodness! That saved my life. Please quickly untie me. My name is Nefer. And I can help you, I'm sure. Thank you for killing those terrafolk.
Does he look hurt?
Yeah, he's not in great shape.
Give him a healing kit.
Okay.
And then I will untie him.
He looks much better. And after he kind of like is rubbing his wrists and ankles. And he's like, oh, I thought I was dead there. Oh, your names will be well known in my among my people. By the way, my name is Nefer. Who are you?
I'm Rigsby.
I am Maka.
Speaking
fear
Chilton,
weirder.
Russia.
I wonder if he speaks Chilton. He doesn't. Okay. Oh, you know what? He doesn't speak Common either, but that's okay.
If he speaks Primordial, then I can translate for him.
Oh, good. Yeah, he speaks Orin, which is a dialect of Primordial. So
That's right.
I
He,
speak Upwind, so I can do it too.
yeah. So he's kind of he's like doing a little bit of pigeon. Huh. Okay. Yes, he's speaking Orin, but you can understand him well enough. And translate back and forth.
Ask him if he can fly up the next ladder and tie the rope off for us.
Oh yeah, I will definitely ask.
He will point to a chimney that is just south of Rigsby, and say, "Oh yeah, that
Yes, I see that on the map now.
that leads to that leads up to their main nest. There's at least 8 of them up there. It's super dangerous. Be
That
careful."
was what I was about to ask. It's good.
Yes. I can't. Oh yes, and you should also be very quiet climbing up there because they don't really believe that they can be assaulted from below, but they'll at least listen when you get that close. So that's I myself was caught in the air flying around here. These guys are jerks. They're probably going to try to kill you. I know that none of you can fly, but if you make it out of here alive, out of gratitude, my people can help you with that little problem. Visit us at Kir Sabal, and we'll do the dance of the 7 winds, and then you all can fly like us.
Can you tell us where that is?
Oh, of course I can.
We've got a map. Can you just mark it
I
on
think
a
it
map?
was already marked on our map, right?
Yeah, actually, Kir Sabal was marked on your map, and he looks at it and he goes, "Oh, look, this is accurate. Yeah, this is right where we live."
Okay.
That's my tribe, and normally, like, we don't really appreciate visitors, but you all are not visitors. You are heroes among our people, or you will be as soon as I get back there. I'll make sure that everybody knows about it.
Was there anything else in this chamber where Gar is hanging out?
Search, search, search.
There are a bunch of bones that have kind of been gnawed into different little humanoid and dinosaur-looking shapes, but that's all.
Okie doke.
Right. Rigsby will cast guidance on himself and shimmy up the thing with the long rope.
Okay, so Nefer has also warned you to be careful, yes. So you're stealthy.
I'm not sure we're still at the end of our minute of bless, but
Yeah, I would say so. That wasn't 10 rounds. And well, you were talking to Nefer for probably a couple of minutes. Yeah, so yeah, you're not blessed anymore. But a 15 is still pretty stealthy. And again, you are being helped by the sounds of pouring rain.
The stealth. I'm not the bless.
Oh, right. Okay. So yeah, 18 then. And your athletics check to get up.
Athletics. No.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's not a good one. 46. You made it up 40 feet before falling down for 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Thump, 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 thump. Luckily you managed to fall stealthily. So you could try making a new stealth and a new athletics check if you would like.
Well, I'm going to use a healing kit on myself.
Yeah, you're not looking great there.
Mind giving me guidance and inspiration? I'll see if I can try.
I will give you both.
Thank you. So let's be quiet.
Oh yeah, you're not blessed anymore. But you, oh yeah,
So,
you are very quiet.
right. Let's go up.
Everyone else is standing down there like, when is Rash gonna start climbing? You're gone. And you make it to the top with no problem.
Right. Is there anything up here that I can...
What you see is very scary. Luckily, they have not noticed you. You see a flat pinnacle, 40 feet square. The edges are crumbling away. Looks very unsafe to stand on them. There's kind of vines and low brush growing over everything. It doesn't look like they take very good care of the area. There's bones, there's scraps of meat scattered all over the place. And then there's another tower. This tower has a roaring flame floating just in midair in it. So you can feel the heat of it from where you are. There's a bunch of debris heaped around it. And you see a bunch of these terrafolk gnawing bones, looking out at the rain, grumbling about how bad the hunting is, how they wish they had something delicious to eat.
Oh, like a frog?
Like a delicious frog. That's their favorite.
So I'm going to tie the rope, keeping quiet, and then staying stealthed, kind of bounce in here.
Okay, so if you go in there, like before you even get into that room, the heat of that is you can feel it like burning your skin. You feel like if you spend more than 5 seconds,
Okay.
that it will burn you.
If it's too hot, I won't go in there. I'll just stay here and just hope to God my frog-like camo just continues.
That was my stealth and my climb checks.
Oh, but you have advantage because you have a rope now. Phew. Okay. Good.
For him to say he dropped the rope.
Yes. Oh.
I stealthed first and waited.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. So the rope is dropped, so you can make it to the top. I'm removing turns, no reason. You are also sneaking up there. Where are you, Rigsby? There you are. You'll reach the top of the hole.
And I move back over here too.
Yeah, you can sort of. Luckily, the rain muffles your footsteps.
And I am going to take my short bow out.
Okay.
Get it ready, and ready in action. If one of these people kind of makes a move, kind of, if they get wise to us, I'm going to take a shot at one of them.
Okay. Who's next?
I will ready a sacred flame.
Okay. It'll be a surprise round, but yes. It's not really readying. You'll get a surprise round if somebody else makes a noise.
Right, yeah. Well, that way I get my assassinate.
Oh,
then I won't
yeah.
ready anything.
Yeah, you're not actually holding an action, but yeah, like you all are successfully hidden, and you will surprise them. Yes, you would get an assassinate because there's a surprise round. And who's next?
How high is this chimney?
This one is... How much is this one? 50 feet. This one is shorter than the other one.
Well, I'll still hold off on going.
Okay.
I guess Gar can go next if
Okay.
nobody else wants to.
So make a stealth check and a... Oh, yeah, and Nefer is going to fly away and say, thanks, guys.
And I'll
Yeah,
use my
thanks.
I'll use my guidance on that stealth check.
Okay. Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
8 now.
So Gar, very sneakily... Oh, yeah, make your athletics check, too.
He might fall and not have to worry about this stuff.
He very stealthily climbs over the rope, climbs up to the top and goes, hey, guys! I made it up! It's safe up here! Oh, wait.
It's all safe now.
So everyone can roll initiative now.
Oh, what a terrible initiative. Damn it.
Well, it's not as bad as the Terrafolk. They really are surprised. Oh, wait, and there's one different one up here that's got a big scar on him.
Now I
Where
get
is he?
good initiative.
There he is. He's going to get a separate initiative. Yep, okay, cool. So, yeah, Rash and Rigsby, when you came up, you noticed that this guy over here, he looks bigger and meaner, and he's kind of like pushing the other ones around and calling them dummy head and stupid face. And he's got a big scar on his back, so he looks like he might be the boss.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And let's see, so Gar and Sorsha and Maka and Fultgrim, and now Rash gets a surprise round.
I'm gonna go for that one since I can't see the guy who's calling people dummy heads.
Okay.
So that's short bow.
Try short bow instead. Yes, that makes much more sense.
Yeah.
So a 19 will hit. So you get all your
Alright.
special stuff.
So assassinate.
Yep.
And sneak.
Okay.
And
How many
he
numbers
gets
is that?
poisoned.
14, 22, 33. Again, dead things are not affected by poison.
Well, they're not, but I'm going to also stealth now and try and get at least away from.
Yeah, there's not really
Away.
anything to hide behind. Like, they can see you.
Damn it.
Only one you have a chance of hiding from is Nrak, because he cannot see around that corner.
Well, then I will hide from him.
Okay.
Go behind me.
Yeah.
You could go
He's
behind
got a
me.
name.
And Rigsby, you're also getting a surprise round. Oh, gosh, that's an option, sure. What is that, a hypnotic pattern or a fairy fire?
Fairy fire. I can only
Okay.
hit those three, it looks like.
1, 2, 3. So you got 2 sparkly pink Terrafolk, or whatever color you choose, but I'm putting a pink dot on them. Little disco balls.
And that is my turn.
And it is Nrak's turn. He's surprised. The Terrafolk are surprised, and it's Gar's turn. Oh, you're at the top.
I will transfer my hunter's mark to this one right next to me.
Okay.
Try to hit him with a short sword.
Sadly, a 7 will not do it.
I still have.
If that was a slot machine,
no.
you'd have won.
Yeah.
And I guess that's it then.
Okay, Sorsha, you don't have to make a stealth check.
No, that's one less thing to worry about. I shall try to climb up.
It's
Okay.
50 feet, though, sadly.
Yeah, with a dash you can make it
Yeah.
just over halfway.
Yes, well, let's just see how we go.
Oh yeah, no
I
problem.
think that's probably good.
And you only have to make
Because
one
I
check. You
do
don't have
know
to make a check the second time. The check is for the whole
Okay.
rope.
Excellent, so I can make it up, it's just I won't get up till next turn.
Right. And Maka.
Well, I suppose I'll be waiting till I can climb.
Once again, you're just looking up the rope, listening to the sounds.
Can I be not blocking the hole here?
Oh yeah, yeah, you can move.
Okay.
You can move wherever you want. You had a full move. Fultgrim.
I'll ready to climb when Maka does.
Okay, and Rash, you're up again.
I would like to take out that. Yeah, I do. I want my archer to be my archer buddy to be able to fire. So I'm gonna see if I can take out the one next to him.
The sparkly one, you have advantage on. That gives you a sneak attack, right?
Yes. Oh, and
Yeah,
Gar
but
and
also
Rigsby.
Gar being 5 feet from
Oh, okay, I see
would
what
also
you're saying,
grant him an advantage, and it would also give him. He doesn't have to worry about being knocked off the edge.
There is an
Teamwork there,
important
friend.
thing here that Gar and Rigsby need to know about. Hang on while I figure out where that is. Level 4. Where is the thing? Hiding. Terrafolk, Scar Guy. Azaka's not here. Fire, very scary. Yeah, okay, no, you're fine. It's just if you try to dash that you might have a problem. Now I'm looking at Rash. Sorry, which one were you hitting?
The
One on the
one next to Gar.
The one next to Gar. Okay, a 13 will hit it.
Oh, thank goodness. So, boop.
And some sneak attack, and some poison, which he will ignore. As far as you know, they are completely immune to your poison. Let's see. But 5 plus 11 is still 16, so he looks pretty hurt from arrowing.
I'm gonna risk the heat and take a hide action.
Okay, so when you go in there, you will take some fire damage. Ouch. It's very hot. 12 fire damage. As it burns your froggy skin.
Alright.
Rigsby. You're noticing that the ground you're standing on is very crumbly, so you would want to move carefully around it.
I'll move one in closer then.
Okay.
And I will Sacred Flame the bottom right one.
Okay, the one next to Gar.
No.
Yeah, let's see. Dex save. And he's going to make it anyway.
No, I'm done.
Alright, it's Nrak's turn. So he is going to launch himself up in the air. He's going to trust his lieutenant. And he is going to dive bomb Rigsby instead. So he is first going to try to shove... Well, no. He's going to do a couple of things to you. The first thing he's going to do is bite you. Right. It's weird that it's not rolling. It's not auto-rolling there. Yep. So, and then he's going to shove you. So 18.
Is that against my...
It's against your athletics or acrobatics. Your choice. Okay, so he will shove you 5 feet back. And he will move 5 feet up. Not being aware of Rash hiding behind him. This guy is going to try to shove Gar off the tower.
That would suck.
Yeah, that would suck. Try to roll higher than a 7. Oh! He pushes you to the edge. One of your feet slips down. The edge crumbles underneath it, but you throw yourself forward, staggering forward, saving yourself. He's still going to give you a little nibble. Oh, he's going to try to. But yes, so you are almost pushed off the ledge, but not quite. This one can also dive bomb Gar. So this one's coming at you from above. He's not actually squishing that other guy. So he is also going to try to push you off. Oh, he is much stronger than the other one. Oh no!
I take it I can't see him falling?
You're not at the top yet, are you? Nope.
No, I'm still halfway down.
Yeah. So you hear the scream.
You all didn't realize that halflings have wings. There we go.
Let's see how much. It's a lot of damage.
It's gonna be more than his 20.
Boogers.
It's gonna be, I think, 6. No, it's gonna be 300 feet, right? Yep. So that would be 20d6. So it is possible that it won't kill you outright.
If you roll all
61.
That's death outright. 28.
That kills me outright.
56.
Yep. So, Gar,
Thanks, guys.
you now see how all the other, you understand all the other corpses now. Gar has a very, very clear understanding of it. Let me know which surrogate you want. I'll port you one in.
Just while you're doing that, I'm looking at the spell description of Featherfall, and it doesn't actually say I need to see the person, just that they have to be within range.
It's a reaction, right?
Yeah.
It's a reaction.
If you hear his scream, sure.
Oh crap!
So Gar,
if I can throw it out there on him screaming,
yeah,
I'll do that.
yeah. If it does not say that you have to see him, then it's just range. It's not visible.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weird, but
No, there's a few spells like
it
that.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll
So
take it.
somewhere in that, like, there you hear a short scream, and Gar feels the sees his life flashing before his eyes. He sees the ground rushing up to hit him, and then suddenly it's just very gently floating up to hit him, and he lands among the broken corpses at the bottom.
All right. Now do us a favor and select 4 other people.
Oh yes. I can certainly do multiple targets on
Yes.
that, so it'll also be myself and I guess everybody else that's at the top.
Yes. Which is good, because Rigsby is going to be shoved now, as this guy is going to come dive bomb him with a little shove. Oh boy.
Yeah, I can't even beat that.
Okay, so Rigsby floats gently down the tower. The Terrafolk looks very confused as, he's kind of peering over the edge, going, what? And this guy sees no targets, so he's just going to stand there, like, waiting. Yeah, he'll ready an action. That's what he'll do. He's going to bite whoever comes near him. Gar, yeah, you're down at the bottom. What would you like to do, if anything?
Can I see any of them from here, looking up?
Unfortunately, the rain is too hard. You can't see any of the figures. You can see the tower in the rain, but that's it. You can see Rigsby. He's next to you.
You need to roll the dice for me. I wasn't following. It says choose up to 5 falling creatures with range. I was not following at the time. So roll my dice.
Yes.
Ouch.
So, oh boy. Okay, so Rigsby falls off.
Try to break Rigsby's fall somehow as he plummets down.
Well, you could take half the damage for him if you wanted, I suppose. You'd still both die.
I would still die no matter what.
Yeah. So, so Gar, what you do see is Rigsby's body splattering across the ground next to you.
Look at all those 6s.
That's... Oh, yeah. That is a lot of 6s and not very many 1s. It's a lot of 5s, too. Look at that. That is almost max damage for that.
Well, not knowing just how bad he is, I'll cram a good berry down his throat just in case.
It takes you a while to find his throat. It's not good. You do locate the head after a little bit. It's sort of recognizable.
Well, since I can't see the critters up top, I'm just gonna start trying to work my way back up the tower. Maybe I can get up there and help before it's all.
Well, he lost concentration on the feather fall, or on the oh, what is it?
The fairy fire. Yes, you're right. Rigsby is no longer concentrating on that or anything.
Right.
What was that?
You should have to roll for that concentration, right?
No. I don't think he can make a concentration save at 47. Right. So Gar is just trying to. Oh well, I guess Azaka's down there. She's like, ooh, yeah. Still safe down here. Get up there. I'm sure you can do it. Sorsha.
How you guys doing? You see Rigsby?
Oh, yeah, Sorsha can make it up the rope after this
I
turn,
will get to the top.
and you'll be kind of
My reaction
there.
which is good.
Yeah. So this guy is up in the air above you, but yeah, he's right above you. He just pushed Rigsby off the tower, and he's feeling very pleased. Actually, I guess he would have followed through, so he'd be more like there. But he's still kind of up in the air a little bit. And the guy that's under the tokens underneath are on the ground, and the tokens on top are flying. So yeah, you had to dash to get to the top, but you do have a little bit of movement left if you want to take an AOP.
Oh, it's bad either way. I won't give away the opportunity attacks. There's too many of them.
Okay, Maka.
So if I look up, I can see everyone, right? I can see the people above the hole.
Yes, and so there are 2 Terrafolk directly above the hole, one directly above it and one flying above.
So first I'm going to transfer my hex to one of them.
Okay. You want the standing or the flying?
Let's go Does either of them look weaker
Nope.
than the other?
They both look totally healthy.
All right, then I will go for the flying one. And then can I Eldritch Blast it from down here?
I also realized I moved the wrong Terrafolk over. It wasn't this one, it was this one. Not that it matters. Sorry, you're going for the flying one. Yeah, you can Eldritch Blast him. Eldritch Blast has a really long range.
All right.
So
Let's do that.
Hexed. And a 12 will hit. Just barely. You managed to... yeah, so the rest of you at the top just see that one kind of like jump like he's just been goosed from underneath.
And then I will make way for Fulgrim to climb.
Okay, and Fulgrim, you're up.
Okay, I had a reaction to go up, but
oh, yeah.
So can I do it?
Yeah, make your athletics check. Okay, so yeah, so you got a quarter of the way up with the readied action, and then if you dash, you can get the rest of the way up.
Okay.
On this turn.
Can I be like in the middle of the?
Yep.
The place, not on the edge where it can easily be shoved.
Oh yeah, no, you would be basically right at the top of the hole. Like I'm running out of room to put all these tokens, but you're kind of there-ish, underneath the Terrafolk.
Okay, no, I don't want. I won't have enough movement to end up like around the middle.
Okay. So yeah, so you'd still be in the hole partway. If you want enough movement to get out, you'd still need a little bit more. So you'll stay down in the hole a little bit.
I will not. And
okay.
You know what? I'll just go up my regular movement, and then I'll do Sacred Flame.
Oh, okay. That works.
Next turn, I'll dash.
And he'll make a dex save, except he won't make a dex save, so he will take 2 radiant damage. And then it will be Rash's turn. It's really hot there.
Tot it. Okay, we're gonna... I guess they can't see me?
Nope, you're hidden.
Oh, thank God. Alright, we're gonna shoot that wounded one.
Okay. Yeah, with advantage. That'll do it.
Alright, 9.
9 and 7. Okay, now it's dead. His leathery body will sort of slither down the hole.
And I'm gonna bolt out, use my bonus action to disengage, and slide 10 feet down the rope.
Well, you'll be hanging just above Fulgrim's head if you do that.
I look down at Fulgrim, wave.
Okay. Rigsby, you are splattered. I'm going to take you out of initiative, and it will be Nrak's turn.
And they seem to have one target.
Yes, they do. So, let's see. He is going to dive at Sorsha, and then bite and claw, and you are not bothered by any of this.
That's good.
These other 3 are all gonna swoop down. One of them is gonna swoop down and then fly off, so you'll get an AOP on him as he does that. But he's gonna bite and claw first, and miss. And yeah, you will stab him. He looks very badly hurt as he flies away. He's gonna back up a little bit though. He's flying up over here. And then these last 2 are going to bite and claw at Sorsha.
Whoa.
These ones are doing quite a bit better. So let's see, a 21 will hit, a 22 will hit, a 20 will hit. So that is 21 damage total.
Oh.
Gar.
That puts me unconscious unless I cast shield.
Which you can't because you used your reaction to AOP.
That's true. I also wanted to keep the spell slot for feather falling anyway, so I'm going to 0.
Okay, so yeah, Sorsha's a little bit down. I'm sure this is fine. Gar is trudging up. Sorsha's turn, can make a death save. I don't remember if you were going meat grinder or not.
No.
Okay.
No, so I shall just do a regular.
Yep. Phew, and it's a good thing you weren't going meat grinder. Alright, Maka's turn. You see 2... Yes, there is one Terrafolk directly above the hole. He's like on the ground, partially covering the hole.
Then I will move my hex to him and blast him.
The other one's still alive that you hexed, so you can't move your hex.
I thought the one that was hexed was the one that just got killed.
Oh, no, it's the one that just flew off that has 2 points of damage, or 2 points of life left.
Okay, then I'll just blast the one up above.
Yeah, he's the one that flew at Sorsha, but a 6 will not hit.
Alright, and then that is my turn.
And it's Fultgrim's turn.
Do I have line of sight on Sorsha?
No, she is up above the hole. You can't see her.
Okay, is there enough space in the hole so I can grapple the wall while Rash goes down?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can climb up. You can climb up around him. It'll just be another athletics check to do that.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. So yeah, just make one more check, just to make sure that you can use the walls. Which is no problem for you. You heave yourself out of the hole.
Because I'm not sure how much movement I have. I just want to make sure I don't end up anywhere within 15 feet of the edge. So if I need be, I'll dash.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to go... Oh, here, let me move this dead one out of the way so it can't... Yeah, so you can stand right there.
And is the guy in the middle flying, or...?
He is flying, but he's like, only 5 feet in the air. Like...
Okay, so I'll go below him.
Okay, yeah, so you can stand directly below him. Okay.
And now that I'm there, I will use my bonus action to heal Sorsha.
Okay.
Hooray.
You feel much better. Not nearly quite as dead as you were just feeling. Rash.
Going to stay down in my little 15-foot thing.
Okay.
And shoot up at the one above me.
Okay. And this is going to be a disadvantage because you're going to have to be holding on to the thing and trying to shoot a bow, so you kind of got like the Van Damme split going on.
Give him the crazy eyes in.
But luckily, even with disadvantage, you have no problem.
It's stylish while he does it.
Yeah. Damage. And Sorsha is technically threatening it now. Oh, can you hear me?
No, I'm getting these chat
Oh.
diarrhea.
Yeah.
8.
And Sorsha is threatening him, so yep, sneak attack, and 8 plus 10 is... Oh, except you can't get sneak attack when you have disadvantage. That's right. So you just get the poison and the other, and poison, con save. So he's going to shrug that off. So he'll just take a little bit of damage from the... Well, it's kind of a pretty good amount for him.
Alright. I'm going to kind of... Is it possible to object interaction wrap the rope around my waist and dangle from it?
That would be an action. You'd have to really tie yourself in there to avoid getting cut in half, you know.
I understand that. I'll just continue to hang then. Just hanging out.
Okay, let me just see if there's anything else. Oh yeah. He really hates everybody, but he sees a delicious Fultgrim right underneath him, so he's going to start tearing at him with a bite and a claw and a claw. And he's going to do pretty well there. He's going to hit you with all 3. So, a bite and a claw and a claw. That will be a total of 24 points of damage to Fultgrim.
But luckily, it needed 3 attacks to get me down. Now I'm taking a nap.
Okay, so a nice little nap for Fultgrim. And it will be the Terrafolk's turn. It can't reach down. It can try to kill Sorsha, though. So, let's see. This one is going to hover directly below the hole, kind of like readying to reach down with his beak. This one is going to eat Sorsha.
This is not good.
With advantage because she's prone. So
Yes,
a bite
Sorsha
and
is
a claw. Ooh!
Oh.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
Oh no.
But the other 2 are not going to hit you, so 14. You're not dead. You're just
That's good to hear.
sleeping again.
The second claw is a 17.
But Sorsha has a 17. Sorry, I thought you had an 18 AC.
Yes.
So let's see how that second claw does you. Another 7 on top of it. It still doesn't kill you dead, I don't think, right? Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's
There's no
not
way.
enough for an outright.
Yeah. And the other one is trying to like, it's got its claw and its beak reaching down the hole, just waiting for something to get in range. Gar is climbing up. You have now reached level 1. Sorsha is making a death save. It's really high up.
Oh, of course.
Lucky number. Yeah, you know, today is for the Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it is. This is kind of
But that is a lucky number 13 for Sorsha, and it is Maka's turn. So you could see the one. He's got a little cover because, yeah, nah, you can see him just fine.
The cover we got from our hole, Mako. Let's keep firing up.
Yeah, I'm going to blast it again.
Yep. And yeah, that will an 8. That will hurt it. And I seem to put a number on the wrong guy, but that's okay. I don't know why he has a death thing. He's not making death saves. And then it's Fulgrim's turn to make a death save. Ooh. And Fulgrim is touched by his god, who reaches down to lift him up back to life.
Is the death save at the end of my turn?
No, death saves are at the beginning of your turn, so you can actually
you
act.
have a full turn.
Yes, at 1 hit point.
So I will touch myself.
Okay.
Reach out and touch Faith, right?
Oh, you feel much better. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Alright, so that was Fulgrim's turn. Right, he's not making death saves anymore, so I can take that off of him. There. And it's Rash's turn. Oh, unless you wanted to move. There is a guy, like, right above you.
No, it's okay, thank you.
Okay.
No, he's the guy that's just kind of looking down at me. I'm going to.
He's looking pretty hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot up at him. So
It's a 9. Yeah, and no, that will not hit, unfortunately.
crap. All right, I am going to slide further down the hole so I don't have to fight. Shoot
Okay.
at disadvantage.
So, yeah, you can either make it with an athletics check all the way to the bottom, or you can move slowly and not make a check.
I will use my cunning action to dash down.
Ah, or you can do that. That is also an option. So you reach the bottom with no problem. And it is Nrak's turn. What does he see? He sees Fulgrim. So he is going to try to claw and bite him again. Just the claw hits. So he will gently scratch you for 3 slashing damage. And the other Terrafolk, he's trying... you know what? He is going to squeeze down the hole now. He is tired of this. He's... And now he is going to try to bite and claw with disadvantage. Oh, but he will still manage to do pretty well, actually.
How do you get down a 50-foot hole?
He dropped.
He
squeezed.
Does he not take falling damage?
Actually, I guess, you know what? He can't fall that fast because he's got to squeeze down there. So he is halfway down the hole.
It took me a cunning action to get down there.
So yeah, there.
He's having to force his extra large body down the hole.
He's squeezing. He's blocked up in the hole. So he is not attacking because he's still 20 feet above you. But the other guy, let's see, he is going to leap into the air, circle around, and slash down and try to eat Fulgrim with a bite and a claw and a ooh, ow.
Oh no.
And
I'm only AC 18.
10, 18, does that take you down?
10 get me down.
Okay, then he's not. Oh, you know what? He is still going to hit you with that other claw. So that will be 1 failed death save. But at least you don't have to make a fear check. You're not afraid of him because you're unconscious. Gar, still climbing up. Sorsha, making a death save. Ah, you're feeling like you can hold on.
Still okay.
Maka, you see a Terrafolk squeezing down this hole, so you actually have advantage to hit him.
Which one was the one squeezing down the hole?
That one, the one that looks small now. Yeah.
it. Then I will try and blast it.
Okay. And indeed, you will. Oh, I forgot there was one over here. Man, he forgot to move. Darn. Well, alright, he's gonna remember to move on his next turn. Okay, this one's just been flying around watching everybody. Damage for the Eldritch Blast.
It's doing that thing where like it has like the what's in the macro rolled up, so I'm just gonna roll it again real quick and see if that does something.
There you go. Okay. Well, now the hole is plugged by a Terrafolk body. It's kind of jammed in there. And it's Fultgrim's turn to make a death save, which he makes. So you're at 1 and 1, and it is Rash's turn. There is a Terrafolk body in your way.
Well, gotta get up there and save him. I say to Maka and start climbing up and try. How far up is it?
It was 20 feet up.
I jump up 25, hang on to it, and try to, let it ease me down as I.
It leaves a bloody, gory smear along the edges of this thing, and about 5 feet above the ground, its wings just totally rip off, and you fall that last 5 feet, kick the body out of the way, and yep. Now the hole is clear.
Okay.
With a popping sound.
Yes. And it is Nrak's turn. He doesn't really see anything, so he's gonna fly up in the air and wait for something. He's just gonna like fly circling around the hole, waiting for something to happen. And the other Terrafolk is gonna remember that he also has a turn, so these two are both gonna, they did not like that sound they just heard, so they're gonna fly around here. Oh yeah, Rash is technically in the hole, and that was their turn, and it's Gar's turn. He's walking up. It's Sorsha's turn to make a death save. Oh, 2 and 1. Maka.
So I can't see any
Nope.
from the top from the bottom?
Nope.
Then I will...
They've realized that death shoots out of that hole.
Well, I'll use my movement to start climbing up, and then I'll hold an Eldritch Blast if I see anything fly across.
Okay. And Fultgrim, a death save. Oh no! Fultgrim Hexspires. Bleh. You see the spirit leave his eyes as his body becomes still.
Do that fail.
Wasn't that 3? Because you had 1 from when he hit you.
And then he got up.
Oh, and then you got up. You're right. Okay, I take it back. You're not dead. You feel that Fultgrim's his spirit is still in his body somewhere. And it's Rash's turn.
I'm gonna start following after Maka.
Okay. You can, if you want to, you can climb around him using the edges of the
I'm
hole.
going to use my cunning action to go up.
Okay.
And I'm going to use an action to wrap the rope around me because,
Okay.
that we've got a thing here. This hole is probably our lifeline, and maybe we can reach up and kind of like Cookie Monster steal the bodies back down.
And Nrak and the Terrafolk are waiting to see something. Gar is climbing. He's reached level 2, and it is Sorsha's death save.
Let's not roll a 1.
Oh no. Another 13. You are stable, but unconscious. And
There's
it's
still a spark of life.
Maka's turn. If you would like to continue to climb, you can make it to the top on this round.
Well, because I was just using my movement. I wasn't dashing, right? So I only have 15 feet.
Yeah, so yeah, you're like 15 feet up now. So if you dash, you get up. If not, you'll part way up.
I'll go... So I'll use my 50 feet to get 30 feet up, and I'll hold another Eldritch Blast.
Okay, I'm just going to stick you up on this map so that I can see you and I don't have to flip back and forth. And it is Fultgrim's death save. Ah, okay.
2 and 2.
Doing much better. Rash, you are near the top of the hole? Or you're like halfway up? I don't remember where you were.
I'm halfway up.
Okay.
Alright, can I see... pop my head, see Can I use my movement to at least how? I'm gonna at least get 10 feet before doing the rope shenanigans,
Okay.
and then hmm, it's an action to do the rope. It's a cunning action to get up.
Yep.
I'm gonna stop around 10 feet up, do the rope thing, and that is where I will end my turn.
Okay. Narak and the Terrafolk.
Could Rash ride on my shell and without me taking poison damage?
I suppose I could.
Okay. Let's see. How does the poison damage work on the skin?
I have to touch them, or they have to touch me.
Because that's natural armor, right? So it's not
here we go.
touching skin.
Direct contact with your skin. Yeah, I think if he just touches the shell, you would be okay.
Well, here's the thing. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be popping in and out of the hole. So yeah, I'm going to essentially be using it as kind of a foxhole.
Well, then you could just jump up from my shell.
You mean jump up, fall back down, and land on your shell?
I don't see why not.
There's a way to issue. I don't want to knock you down. We've already had enough falling death as it is.
Very true.
Yeah,
Splattery
let's
falling
be
death. Okay. Let's see. I don't know how long these guys are gonna circle, cause probably what they would do. They really want to search the bodies before they throw them off. I guess they can just search them at the bottom. They still know that there's a threat in that hole. It keeps shooting death out at them, though, so yeah, they'll back up a little bit so that they're not getting shot with death from the hole. And it will be Gar's turn, who's climbing up, Sorsha's turn, who's unconscious, Maka's turn. These go much faster when everyone's dead.
I'm gonna climb so I'm like 7 feet from the top.
Okay.
So I'm still like not quite visible yet.
Okay.
And also hold Eldritch Blast just in case.
Okay, Fultgrim, the final death save. Oh! Not good. Now, Fultgrim breathes his last.
He rolled a 16 first.
Oh, wait. No, oh, where'd that come from? Okay, well, ignore that second one then.
It's a double click or something, maybe.
Yeah, I just automatically looked at the bottom. I didn't even look at that one. So never mind. Fultgrim is also unconscious, but stable. He keeps looking real dead. It's hard to see in all this rain. Rash.
Okay, so I'm 10 feet up. I will go. I will go up, sight the first thing, and it's probably going to be that one.
Okay.
Shoot at it, and then go back down the hole. So short bow 11.
That will miss.
And cunning action, about 10 feet back down the hole.
Okay. Nrak is gonna start getting angry, and he's going to order a Terrafolk down the hole. So this one is gonna squeeze himself down in there. Your Radiant Eldritch Blast can go off with advantage because he's squeezing. So an 18 will hit, and a 6 will hurt him, but he is gonna try to kill this annoying little froggy with a bite and a claw, all at disadvantage. 21 will still hit you, but I don't believe a 15 does it? Oh no, that's an 11. 11 certainly doesn't, and neither does an 8. So the bite will be 7 piercing. And you will need to make some kind of save. What is that?
I'm affixed to the rope.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You need to make no save. You're just frightened until the end of your next turn, because this thing is really scary up close. Yep, there. Oh, right. So he's squeezing now. So I'm going to make him small so that I remember that. Squeezing down the hole. And Gar is still climbing. Sorsha is still unconscious. Maka, you can see the Terrafolk that is squeezing in the hole above Rash.
Well, I'll climb, I'll back up 10 feet down the hole, and then I will blast it.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, that will be a crit. 9 damage. And Narak, meanwhile, is yelling that that idiot really needs to do better. And Fulgrim is stable, and it's Rash's turn.
So he's squeezing, and I have advantage, disadvantage, so it cancels out.
Yeah, but you don't get a sneak. But you do get, just a straight roll. Which a 21 will hit just fine. You have no problems hitting him. Oh yeah, and he's going to need to make a con save.
Yeah, as soon as I can.
Which he will, so don't worry about that.
7.
That hurts.
And
he doesn't care about the poison.
Cutting action, disengage, and slide down the rope past Maka.
Okay, he is going to take... oh, you just said disengage. So he's going to snap at you, but it's going to be way too slow. And Rack is yelling Terrafolk's turn. So now Maka is at the top of the rope, so the Terrafolk is going to come try to bite him. Squeezing with a bite and a claw and a claw. So 16 and 7 and 5.
Power.
I'll miss.
Yep. That does nothing to you. And Gar has reached level 3. You can hear the sounds of fighting above you. Sorsha is unconscious, and it's Maka's turn. There's a Terrafolk directly in your face.
Well, then I'll get out. I'll pull out with my free hand. I'll pull out my hand axe and slash at it.
It was not expecting that. You will have advantage, which is good, because you'll hit it instead of missing. And now there's a dead Terrafolk blocking the hole.
Now we'll climb down.
We're gonna essentially take the body. Wait a minute. Okay, I just gotta do this. I'm gonna climb up and kind of pantomime the body at them tauntingly, like you hear. And slide back down.
Okay, so are you leaving the body blocking the hole?
Can I try and let it slide past me?
Yeah, we're just gonna. As much as I would love to do that, we're taking the body back down the hole.
Okay, so it'll take an action to do that, and the next one is gonna be basically shoved down the hole by Nrak. Oh, so who's on top, Maka or Rash?
Technically.
Or no, both of you are at the bottom, so he can't make it to you.
Looking up at this thing coming down at us.
Yep. So he's trying to squeeze down. He's like halfway down the hole, and it's Maka's turn.
Ooh, well, I remember you. I still have the hex up on you.
You do.
I will blast you with advantage.
It's like, wait, no, don't do that. And you miss.
Oh, I got too excited.
It's like, haha, that's right. And it'll be Rash's turn.
I got advantage on him because he's squeezing.
Yep.
Oh, you.
Oh, yeah. Well, you didn't need any of that. He had 2 life left, and now he has no life. There's another corpse blocking the hole.
I kind of look at Maka and make a point up for him.
Yes, let us go.
You drag the body down. I'm like, I've already lost one character, man.
Yeah, if he were smart, he would fly away, but he's not smart. He's angry and full of hate, so he's gonna have to attack. Alright, so you pulled the body out of the way. You're both at the bottom. And he is going to squawk furiously and shove himself down the hole, snapping and biting all the way. And it's Maka's turn.
I think Rigsby dying has really worked out for us.
Not so much for Fulgrim and Sorsha.
No, we lost an awful lot of healing power.
Oh yeah, so Gar, you're actually showing up at the door now. Of the bottom.
Give some good berries up.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna miss Rigsby's heals now that I think about it. Because those were great heals.
So yeah, Gar is at the bottom with Maka and Rash. Rash is now... Oh, go ahead. Fine. Go ahead and crit him again. That's just fine. 10 piercing damage.
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, that was your last one? Okay.
That was my last one.
Oh, it's actually, sorry, it's Maka's turn, not Rash's turn. What am I doing?
And then I move my hex to him too.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you can
he's
do that now.
hexed, and he is taking quite a bit of damage. That is 7. He looks much bigger and tougher than the other ones did. And it is Rash's turn.
Well, I got advantage on him. So 22.
Yep.
9.
And yep. And
Sneak.
yep. And a
Poison.
con save. Doop. He
Yeah.
does not care. Let's see,
And
15.
I'm going to use my cunning action to get to hide, so he can't see me down the hole. Oop, yep, I'm
Okay.
gone.
Yeah, you can find a place. Oh yeah, he is busy. So he does see Maka. He's gonna shove himself the rest of the way down the hole. Unfortunately, that will take a. Wait, will that take? Yeah, that'll take a dash to get the rest of the way down the hole because he is squeezing. The other Terrafolk is dead, and it'll be Gar's turn. You can see, you basically arrive in the hole at the same time that this Terrafolk. Oh, and he's not squeezing anymore because he did get to the bottom of the hole. Boop. So he's big again.
I will transfer my Hunter's Mark to him because I've still got that available.
Okay.
And I guess I'll try to stab him.
Okay.
Am I close enough to get melee, or do I need to?
Oh yeah, you can run up to him.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, a 16 will hit, and a 6 will hurt, and a Hunter's Mark is another. Oh, and
He's
okay.
already hit, right?
Oh yeah. He's not looking good. He's squawking furiously. But Maka gets a turn before he does.
I'm gonna have so much
he
fun
right above
retelling
me?
this story.
Is he what?
Is he right up on me?
Oh, he is in the room with you now. He is out of the hole. He's full sized. He's standing on the ground, wings spread, ready to eat your face.
He's basically, is he close enough that I would have disadvantage on like Eldritch Blast?
Yes.
Then I will slash at him.
And you do just barely manage to hit him with the axe. And he finally falls. And it is quiet. Too quiet. You seem to be missing some of your companions.
Let us quickly go up to the top and see what has become of everyone.
We start now carefully going up to the.
When we get up there, I'll give them each a good berry
Okay.
because I have a couple extras still.
They're now awake
Hooray!
and at 1 hit point. Rigsby, did you need a whatchamacallit? If
They
you're
are
there, Steve.
all terrible options.
They are. But I've got them
Yes,
all
they
built in
are.
Roll20 if you want one.
Give me another minute
Okay.
while you're doing their finding stuff.
No problem.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, so Gar tells you the horrible news about what he saw at the base of the tower.
Crash looks solemn and silent.
Yeah, you only need that guy for 2 days.
He
Been
was
five.
the best
5 days.
bard.
But he was really likable.
He was such a fun man.
He was a bard. Bards are likable. Unless you're the College of Whispers. But he was the College of Medicine and Healing.
So yes, when who was in there? Rash was in there. When you went in the room with the fire, you noticed that there are some moldy wooden chests inside. You can all carefully, by dashing in and pulling stuff out, you can get in there without hurting yourself anymore.
Sosha's got resistance to the fire anyway.
It's a really big flame. It still would hurt. Let's see.
Anything
So,
on the Petrofolks by any chance?
the Terrafolk? No, they're not holding anything themselves. Let's see. There are 4 gemstones worth 50 gold pieces each. Oops. No. That's plus 200. Not 100,200. There we go.
Yeah, no, please keep the air.
I will take it.
2,000 copper pieces. How many silver is that? 730 silver pieces. A
Scrolls.
spell scroll of Commune with Nature. Someone can take that.
I was hoping for a wizard spell.
Sorry, no. And the important thing, a cloth-wrapped wooden mask resembling a tiger's face. Yeah, they were about to pick you up and drop you off. They were real close to picking you up and dropping you off. The only thing that saved you is that he's described as
another target.
yeah, like basically bloodthirsty. He wants to go get those other things first. Okay, Gar, I think you got yourself a spell scroll. I don't think anyone else wants it.
Maka might be interested.
And wow, I was like, okay, well it's like 11:45, so we'll take a break as soon as this battle is over. And now, or it was 10:45, and now it's 11:55 because that was a really long battle.
Well, we kind of had half our party.
Yeah, that was rough.
Having to climb up that thing to get it started really messed us up.
Yep.
Not to mention the risk of falling.
Yes, being
Oh,
300 feet in the air,
the fall.
crumbly tower, shoving people off. Yeah, that was not great.
Yeah, it was ugly.
But we will still have a